what you can expect of the platform. We're going to do a full walkthrough, and I'm going to jump into the agenda right away. Okay, so we already did this mic check. I forgot to move the slide, but again, just to put a face to the voice. My name is Adrian. I am partner up with the Xbesh team to bring you this amazing product that literally turns ideas into shippable products. Now, before I reveal anything else, I do have some questions. Thank you, Lily. I do have some questions for you now. But before I do ask the questions, again, I know I've sent out this video the other day where I wanted to apologize for the early roadblocks that we faced, because the excitement was so big, so many people joined at the same time that literally our servers were nearly melting down. So we had to, change a race car tire in mid-race. So we had to update servers, everything. So again, I apologize if you've had an early, how can you say it? Like an early bad experience with Xbesh. But I want to assure you that the reason I've put this webinar together is because I want to reassure you that Xbesh is working now. It's delivering on the promise, and we haven't stopped for a single minute until everything is back in order. Of course, there might be some other small fixes, but we are handling everything. Okay, like behind the scenes, I wasn't able to email you more oftenly because I was down in the digital trenches with the full team behind Xbesh, making sure that you guys are actually getting exactly what you hope for and more than that. Okay, so we are not only optimizing and improving, but we're also discussing features, get suggestions from you. Even during this webinar, if you have suggestions, I would love to hear them, because based on that, we will make Xbesh better for you and for everybody else. Okay, so about our journey to end today's mission, okay, because in today's session, we are going to get our hands dirty. We are going to work. It's going to be less theory and more application building, okay? So what we're going to be doing is also we're going to take some application ideas from the chat, and we're going to be implementing them live in front of you guys, so you know that this product delivers on the promise. Plus, I do want to remind you that we do have an upcoming hackathon with $1,000 prize money for the best application made in Xbesh. So yeah, that we're going to be talking about that later during this webinar. So do not go anywhere. If you want to find out more when we're started, make sure you're sticking until the end for the extra surprises and for more details about the upcoming hackathon. Right? Cool. So let me just make this screen bigger. Is the screen bigger? Hopefully. Okay, something is wrong with my slide over here. Regardless. So today we're going to be showing you how you can, create simple apps to actually build systems in place. Okay. Again, I want to thank you for being foundational member of Xbesh.AI growth. You've been the first people to join, and you're part of my founding members community, which I will be taking care of you guys like nothing else. Okay. So you've seen how Xbesh turn ideas into apps. And today, we're going to explore building intelligent business systems that go just beyond simple apps, apps that include databases, apps that include login, apps that include AI phone callings, right? So I've got plenty of surprises prepared for you, because our goal today is to empower you with a deeper platform knowledge and the next level strategies on how you can use the platform to actually make money. Look at that. Lily says we are in good hands. Thanks God. Thank you so much, Lily. Thank you so much, everyone, for the early encouragement and for your patience until we passed the bumpy roads at the beginning. Okay, so your exclusive empowerment agenda for today, we're going to have a masterclass, a full Xbesh platform walkthrough and best practices, where I'm going to be inviting the founder behind Xbesh to tap in and join in and show us exactly how to do the following. So how to, create simple apps, how to push them to GitHub, how to connect your GitHub in your Xbesh account, how to connect Versal account and deploy your application directly into a serverless environment and run it in minutes. Okay. Not only that, but we're also going to be, he's also going to be showing you how to connect with Supabase and have applications that actually are not just standalone application, but also save data in databases. Okay. So the next level, after that, we're going to be showing you how you can, start building integrated business systems, which means we can create apps and link them with other third-party APIs like OpenAI, like Confluent for AI-powered voice calling systems, and all that interesting stuff. I'm going to be the one showing you that part. Like I said, the spotlight is going to be, we're going to be integrating your apps with phone calling, AI phone calling services, which is going to be amazing. I've prepared something very special for that part. And you're also going to unlock some extra opportunity to upgrade to ultimate bundle. If you haven't secured your bundle and you've missed that chance, we are still here to help you get that at the end of the webinar. But before that, we're going to be doing pure training for you guys. And yes, this webinar is going to be recorded because we want to share this webinar with as many people who couldn't attend live. But it's good that you are attending live because you're going to get a sneak peek into the future of Xbesh.AI communications and how we're going to be improving the app and how you're going to be part of that as well. Brian, we're not going to turn microphones on just yet, but we will take questions and we will turn microphone then, okay? So again, masterclass, unlocking your Xbesh.AI power. This is going to be a deep dive into platform features, best practices for building smarter, faster applications with the founder behind Xbesh. His name is Madhav, and he's going to show you why ideas don't fail, but execution does, and how we can, avoid the 95% crash and burn because, actually shipping is hard. We're going to be showing you how this is done. Okay, so Maddie, are you connected with us already?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you for
All
having
right.
me here.
I am excited because we haven't really discussed about what you're going to be showing up. So this is going to be a live webinar with over, hundreds of people live. So hopefully you've got some amazing surprises for us all because once you set your stage, and then I'll be joining in back on the webinar and show you some amazing apps that I've been building with Xbesh. But before I hand it over to Maddie to explain the platform in detail, do you guys want to see me build a quick game in Xbesh? Because last time I promised that we've been building games and I completely, ignored. We've been 4 hours webinar, so we couldn't really build any game. So if there's anyone who would like to see Xbesh build a full game before I hand it over to Maddie, just let me know in the chat room. Okay, couple of VSs coming in. Cool. Okay, so awesome. Look at that game, Tetris, because I cannot. Is there a recording last time? Okay, cool. So I've just built this game right before this webinar because I promised my daughter that I will. So everything is over here. Like this is the prompt, and this is like the second prompt, which I asked it to just improve it. So it's basically a memory card game, that allows you to. I'm really bad at it. I think my daughter is going to be better than me. Where was that tiger? Anyway, when you're matching them, it remains matched, and it's just a matching game for kids, which I enjoy making some games for my 4 years old daughter. So sometimes I just relax in making her a new game. Okay, cool. But let's see actually doing one from scratch. Okay, like this one was created by me, but let's create one completely from scratch. Okay, anybody, any ideas of games you guys would like to see Xbesh building? I'm really curious. Just drop your game idea there. It has to be something simple, fast. Okay, guys, don't tell me to build like Counter-Strike or heavy games, right? Space Invaders. We got Tetris, Trivia. I think Tetris is a nice one. But let's do, let's do this one. I think Tetris is a good one. Let's build me a Tetris game with Minecraft inspired graphics and elements. UI has to be Minecraft like. What else? What else should we tell him? Let's see. What does that mean? Okay. Can you make the screen bigger? I think I can, but it's quite big already. Let's just give it like that. Make sure we keep score and high score. And I'm not even going to tell it anything else. I'm just going to be running with this one. So let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Maddie, what do you think we're going to be getting? Since you're connected here, come on, let's build some relationship over here with everybody on the chat, because the chat is actually wild. Look at all the info that's coming into the chat room. Thank you so much, guys, for being present, because this webinar is not for me. This webinar is for you. I want to teach you. We want to teach you everything you need to know about building applications using AI-powered coding tools. We call this vibe coding. Hopefully you guys, maybe you guys heard the term before, but it's freaking awesome because we get to just pour in ideas that we have, and just get the final result, right? Let me just I want to give it one more instruction because I've seen something strange happening here on the first prompt. No worries, it's going to be fixed, and hopefully it's going to be spilling the code over here as well. Manny, do you have any idea? Maybe it's my browser over here, or
maybe just refresh the window. So okay.
Hold on, I'll wait until it finishes. If it's not, I'm just gonna refresh the window. Maybe I've left it idle for some time, and I forgot to double refresh it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know something? I am not a patient man, so I'll be just refreshing it anyways. And see if it starts again.
Yeah.
Should have. So many questions in the chat room already. Look at that. Can Xbesh code using Kafka messaging protocol?
Yes. So we have actually like a lot of heavy infrastructure. I can tell you we have our own custom LLM which is actually working behind. The last during the launch week we had a lot of we had to do a lot of changes in the infrastructure because we need to upgrade the servers. We need to implement the cache in the LLM. We need to upgrade the servers and everything. So it was a bit kind of trouble. But now things are actually just click on the Xbesh logo, Adrian, first.
Yeah, I think I messed up something. Let me just give it an instruction again. Something messed up.
No, you're just clicking on the wrong button actually. Yeah.
Hold on, just hit enter.
Just refresh your page once, then.
Oh, it should start right now.
Can I share my screen with you here?
Yeah, do that until I fix this, because I think I've messed up something on my browser over here. Let me just refresh it, just close it, sign out and sign back in, because something is stuck in, because I've done some heavy database queries with it just before the webinar.
You must have logged out, maybe. Just log in again.
Who knows? Maybe. Yeah. If you want to share your screen, let me just make you a presenter so you can actually, let me just give it one more try, because something is strange with my account then. Maybe you've blocked me.
Yeah, you just need to see when you are just getting this black text, it means it's not loaded yet. So you need to refresh it. I'll tell you, because right now we are building everything inside the browser. You need to understand this is not the simple or a small deal. When you're just building something inside the browser, we call it in browser development. So when you are just building everything, like your terminal is inside the browser, your workbench is inside the browser, your everything, whatever you are building here everything is being done inside your browser.
Okay, so I'll share you the screen so you can explain more, because it seems like you've taken the lead, and it seems like I messed up with my Chrome over here. I need to restart this one.
Yeah. So I will just share my screen with you guys here. Just a moment.
Hold on, I'll make you presenter. I need to make you presenter.
Yeah, it's asking for some permissions also. Let me just should I?
Okay, I'll make you presenter.
Okay, I'm just getting from sharing requires permission to capture a screen. Please open system preferences. Just a moment. Let me just give it to permission. It's asking me to It's asking me to quit
You're
and
on a
reopen.
Mac. We're sorry about this, guys. Hopefully that's gonna be
Just
nothing.
let me just quit and reopen. Okay, just it won't take more than like 30 seconds. Okay, just a moment.
Okay, while you're doing that, probably I'll take back the screen until Matty has to reconnect because of the Mac. So he's gonna just give the permission and get back on it. Hold on, let me just share mine meanwhile. Hold on, just one sec. Or is he back? I think he's back. Hold on, just one sec. We'll have visual back in a minute, guys. There he goes. He's getting back right now. So I'll just share the screen with him.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You're good. Let me just make you presenter so you can share screen now.
Can you
I'll
share my
probably
screen?
have to open an incognito tab because something is clearly I messed something up on my end over here.
Can you see my screen now?
No, not yet. Not on my side. I don't know. Let's see if anybody can see it.
Can anybody just say no? Not okay. Let me just retry because it's showing me my screen is being shared. Can we share this? Can you see my screen now?
Now, yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. So first of all, I'll just give you a couple of like demos like in this workshop, and we'll talk about how to connect account, how to connect Vercel, how to deploy it on Vercel, how to deploy it on Netlify. Guys, just hold your questions for the end. We will reply on all the questions for sure, and we will take your inputs also. And whoever is getting some kind of trouble or some kind of hurdles, we will definitely resolve them. This is not the last webinar. This is the first webinar after the launch. We are going to have more workshops. We are going to have proper community for this platform. We are planning to have a dedicated community for this, so people can actually join the community, like framer.community, like if you are just aware of this platform. So we are going to have like this kind of community. We are planning to launch, where you can actually have you can see all the announcements, and all the community support will be there. All the new updates and new features will be announced in this community. So it is going to be a very good engaging community for all the users, and you guys are the early adopters. You're going to get definitely the major benefits, because in the now we have already stopped selling the platform, but we are going to be like monthly subscription pretty soon. But anyways, let's start this. So when you're just going to enter your prompt here, let me tell you one more thing. We have done major changes recently, but I did not make them live because they are running here on my local host, computer. I will just push them after this webinar. Okay. So there are a few things which are actually completely fixed, like enhancement. Right now, when you just try to enhance something, it is not working here, but it's working on my local host. So it has been fixed. There are a couple of major changes we have done so far. Will be pushed after this webinar by morning. So team is working on that. But anyways, let's start this. So I just want to build something, like I want to build a website or something. Okay. Okay, just I want to build a website for a digital marketing agency, right? Let's say digital marketing agency called MD Marketing or something. It should be luxury and, sorry for my English, guys, and visually appealing. Okay, this is what
No
I
worries. The
always.
AI is gonna understand it.
Okay, so first of all, we have actually this option here to enhance the prompt. When you click on this, it will enhance the prompt. Okay, but if you want to go with this, you can actually just go through it. But we can mention like I want this like technology stack. If you want to assign the technology stack, you don't have to bother about it. It will choose automatically. But let's say if you have something specific, like I want to have it in PS, React, or Tailwind or something like that, we can actually just say it. Once it is done, it will start generating the files for us. Let's see what it does.
For some reason, Maddie, I did notice that the terminal is not loading over there. Probably from the last push. Did you push anything before the webinar?
I just pushed it like 6 hours ago. You see my last production just 6 hours ago, not before that. But I can roll it back to the last one also if you want.
Don't roll it back first. Let's just say. So I've noticed that on my side, terminal. I mean, it worked like just a couple of minutes before the webinar because I played with it. Obviously, I've built the whole game over there, but for now, it doesn't really seem to load the Xbesh shell over there. So that's why I mentioned that something it's not acting right.
No worries. We'll just check it. Just a moment. So this is the workshop, right? Like this is not the selling or kind of a webinar. So we are just doing workshop here. We are just checking everything like with you guys, with all of you, and we'll definitely just like I think.
Yeah, it's a co-creation webinar, so it's as live as it can be, as you can see, because on non-live ones you don't get this this real live issues. Right. I'm sure that many of you have experienced, troubles with it before, but, behind the scenes, we are, doing our best to get all the inputs that we're getting and try to make sure that everything runs smoothly on your end. And I believe like for the past couple of days, it has been running way better than at the beginning. Can you let me know in the chat room if you've managed to build stuff in it? Just let me know in the chat room if you guys have been, playing with it, have been building something in it. While Maddie is figuring out why the terminal is not loading during our live webinar, which is unheard of. Oh, look at that. Kevin says I've built a rotating banner script.
Yeah. Just a moment. All right. Just give me just like 20 more seconds and we are just ready to. Before this webinar, me and Adrian were working on Supabase platform. Adrian, can you share your screen what we built, and can you share your Versal like thing?
Until you fix that, yeah, I can show something that I've built specially for this webinar.
Just a moment, okay?
Okay, yeah, get it back online so we can play around better with it. So let me just share my screen, guys. Let me see which one I should share. Yeah, this one. This one is good. Share. Okay, great, cool. Yeah, so today, the whole day, I've been actually building a tool that I wanted you guys to see. So first of all, I want to show you that I actually built this thing here. Hold on. Customer inquiry with fields form. Let's see, which one was it? I built many more, so I think one of those two. Yeah, one of those two had to be here. Obviously, I can't load it now because of the console problem. And yeah, but the good thing is that I managed to deploy it on Versal, so we can basically go ahead and play with it, right? So I can visit it. This is something that I've already deployed in my GitHub account. If you want, I can show you the code, but I don't think it's necessary. It's already here. As you can see, I've done multiple deployments myself. I mean, it wasn't perfect from the beginning, but you can see the timestamp. I've started like working on it like 10 hours ago, and I finished it up like after about 2 or 3 hours. But because like this is a interesting, so I've built a reservation system for restaurants where you can basically link API from third-party, tools. Like I've used Confluent, which it's one of my other products, which is very successful, that allows you to use AI-powered phone calling to initiate calls or to answer any calls. So I figured if I can combine this one and build a reservation system for restaurants, I can probably make a lot of money by selling this reservation system with AI-powered phone calling and answering, right? So what happens now, if I go ahead here and just put my name and my phone number, let's just put it like that, and let's just put party size 10, AI call pending, and let's tell I'm vegan. Okay, so we do need this information. I'm going to save. what's going to happen next is my phone is going to ring. There we go. I'm getting the call. It's probably on mute. There we go.
Hi, Adrian. This is the reservation assistant calling from Bella Ciao Restaurant. How are you today?
Hey, I'm good.
I'm calling just to quickly confirm the table reservation you made at Bella Ciao. This will only take a minute.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I did one.
According to our system, you're booked for one person on Monday, May 19th at the chosen time. Is that correct?
May 19 at 2 p.m., I believe.
Thanks for that. Just to confirm, your reservation is for one person on Monday, May 19th at 2 p.m. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Perfect. I've confirmed your table for one person at 2 p.m. on Monday, May 19th. We look forward to welcoming you to Bella Ciao.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
You're very welcome, Adrian. Have a lovely day.
All right, so this was a complete reservation system that I've built using Xbesh, and I've connected in the settings with a endpoint that is responsible for making the calls. So what you've witnessed right here is an end-to-end product, okay? And you can link this with databases. This was the next step I wanted to do, but unfortunately, I did have to prepare some stuff for the webinar, so I wasn't able to also hook it up with the database. But that's going to be the next next step in the evolution of this product. So this is a product for restaurants, but think about it if you can replicate what I've just done here with Xbesh and build reservation systems for hotels, for repair shops, car shops, and any other local businesses that might need this kind of services. And you can build it all without having the tech experience, just by describing it to Xbesh, and it's going to be doing all the code behind the scenes and hook you up with the right APIs that you want to connect it with. Now, how profitable would that sound for you? Let me know in the chat room. Actually, I was actually waiting for a response, but chat room, it's the questions tab over there. Wolf's asking if you can also fix inside Xbesh. Yes, you can. You can, import your project, and you can also fix, right? Look at that. Very powerful. This is a good idea. Hello, is anybody? I'm trying to kind of send a chat screen. This is the chat, Greg. You're on it. The reaction time, yeah, it's pretty fast. I'm going to tell you, if you want to find more about AI powered phone calling and how you can build applications integrated with AI phone calling, we can have another session by the end of the week, and I'm going to invite each and every one of you to take part of that, and I'm going to show you some mind-blowing system where you can combine AI callings with Xbesh and build custom-made tools for businesses and sell end-to-end solutions. That's why I told you during this session, during this webinar session, we're not just going to build simple apps. We're going to be building integrated systems with APIs, with other tools inside Xbesh, and that's going to be the most amazing thing. But what I have not foreseen is, why is the console not operational? Maddie, are you able to turn that back live?
Yes, I will see. I don't want to deploy it right now, but I can show it on my other screen right now. Can I share my screen now?
If you're ready to show us some action, yes, because on my end something is glitching over here and I can't show it.
Can you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to build a digital marketing website for MD marketing. Let's say this is what I want to build. Marketing, okay. And this can be in React, Tailwind, and TS. Okay. So when you're just entering it, it will start generating like complete files for you. See, the file started building here in the left-hand side, and everything is being built. The whole project is being built here in the left-hand side. Now all the files are being built, and everything is being installed here. You know, that's why I hate pushing stuff just before webinars. So sorry for the mess up, but anyways, so far so good.
Yeah, but make sure that, you know, right after we're actually, you know, either rolling back or.
Yeah, sure thing. I will just do this. Okay, so you know, once the setup is done, you see the whole setup is done. Now let's start building it. Now it will, you know, like you use like multiple prompts to iterate it. Now it has been started in your, like the preview has been started. Now it is building the site and everything for you here. In a separate folder. Sometimes you have multiple folders here, so don't worry about them, because this is you know, like it is treating it as a separate project, because we have entered one prompt here, and after this we have just, you know, like entered another prompt. So that's not the problem, right? Just it's building inside this, and once it is done, we can start building it. Like it will run it automatically. And if you get this kind of error, see, multiple, we got many tickets like this. So what we are getting error, this is not the error from the app. This is error you're getting while you're building something. So just copy this and give it back to the chat, right? It will fix it automatically. Let's say if you're getting some kind of, it's like a in-app, like in-browser app development. So when your developer is working something, when he just try to preview it, it gets error. So it's like a similar kind of experience. When you're getting some error in something, you just give it back and it will fix it, right? Automatically. You don't have to bother about it, like how to get this fixed or something. Just give it back to chat. Any error, even we are getting error in the terminal, you're getting error in the preview, just give it to the chat. It will fix it by itself. We don't have to bother about it at all. Okay. And we are going to have more sessions like this whole week. We are planning, like, you know, in the community, we will have more videos, content and everything. So it is going to be very helpful for you guys. Okay, so let's start a preview for this. See, if this preview is getting some kind of trouble for you, you can start the preview by just running one command. But anyways, our website is almost ready. Let's give last prompt. Okay, I think styling is not working, or some tailwind issues. Please fix. Now it is fixing, you know, like all the tailwind and everything for you. So once it is done, we can start preview.
After that, can we actually also show people how to push their code to GitHub, how to deploy on Versal, and have the application live? I think this is one of the most asked questions that was not properly covered on the trainings. But don't worry, guys. Many trainings are going to come up. We've been focusing on improving the app, improving everything, optimizing it, and make it, you know, work flawlessly first, because that was the #1 priority. But now that this is, you know, getting better every day, now we can take some time to actually show some extra demos as well.
Okay, perfect. Now we got some more like issues in the tailwind, and it is being fixed automatically. One more thing I just want to share. Like, say if somehow if your preview is not being started, we have multiple terminals here in the bottom here, right? So if you just check this, we can open one more terminal here. This is the old terminals you have here, right? You can open more. But anyways, if your project is not being started somehow, you can't see the preview, you can always use this command. This is just a quick hack for you guys if you want to run. So this is pnpm run dev. This is the command, right? You can use to start your project. Once you start it, it will be started in the preview here, and you can just refresh it. Let's see whether it has been fixed or not. Okay, I think we are still having the issues. Let me just check this once again. We've got all the components here. We've got the all design here done. See, transform your digital presence, innovation, digital marketing solution, and everything. Okay, so it's saying we can run this command here.
Let's see, hopefully it's fixed now.
Yeah.
So guys, because you're in this training, we're also going to teach you some extra tech stuff where we're sharing with you some commands that you can run in case you're running any troubles with the preview. You can run these commands like pnpm run dev, and voila, there we have it. We have a fully functional website.
And now we can actually enhance it, like by saying, okay, this is the very basic website. I was looking for some luxurious, some amazing digital marketing website. Use some royalty-free images, have some human faces, and make it amazing, like production ready.
That was very abstract. I mean, Maddie has the ability of not telling LLM precise instructions. I tend to build a little bit different. I like, giving it precise instructions of what I want, how I'm, envisioning this to be built, and also sometimes I love building in iterations, which means I'm building the front end and then I'm starting to enhance it, starting to add new features, starting to add like new functionality, new pages. So I build in stacks. I never build like I never give it a big prompt and expect like for it to build me a the next Amazon or anything like that, right? So it's all about detailing your prompts and also build it structural. So start with the basics. Once you have something, you keep adding on it. You keep adding on it and you keep building. That's like one of the golden tips that I wanted to share because I've been building so many things with Xbesh lately that I think like this is the golden pro tip that I can give you guys. It's to build in iterations, which means you build, you start with something basic and then you start, improving it. And even if you're finding errors along the way, you just do what Madhav is doing right now, is just copy and
paste
what we
it.
get. Copy and paste it over there. Xbesh will know what to do with it.
So errors are inevitable. These errors are inevitable in any project. If you're using any kind of platform, there will be errors, right? If a developer is working himself, like I'm a full stack developer, right? If I'm working on some project, I will get errors, and my premium, like my priority, like the first job is to fix those errors and just to make it deployment ready. So like Xbesh is doing the same thing. Like if you're getting some kind of errors, we miss some kind of stuff, it will fix it automatically, right? Sometimes it will ask you, like it will show you the preview, like I think I found some error. Do you want me to fix it? So it is at the time of preview. Sometimes it just generate the runtime error, which is actually going to, you have to just ask it to fix. So when you just get this red kind of window or something, just ask it to fix, and it will fix it by itself. We don't have to bother about it at all.
Okay, hopefully it's gonna fix it a little bit faster, because I do want to jump from building simple websites into actually creating the Tetris Minecraft game on your end, because last push something messed up with the terminal, so I'm not able to show it on my side. Hopefully that will get unblocked. Actually, let me just verify web containers.
Yeah.
Can it be something from there? From the web containers?
No, I mean, I will check it after this. Let me just fix it first. Then once I'm done, I'll just jump on it. Okay, so anyways, we are here, and I'm going to run it again. By click on this, you don't have to do this, but I'm just doing it manually. So this is like, here we go. So this is the amazing website we've got with some human faces, with some images. You see our expertise, strategic brand development, digital excellence, content creation. We've got some transforming visions into digital reality. Let's create together. And we will make this form like dynamic also by just, I will show you how to connect your Supabase so you can have this information in your database also. I mean, this is what I can do here. And we have like all other pages and which are completely working fine. We can ask it to add more options in this, but before that, I will show you how to download this code. So when you click on download the code, it is downloaded as a you know as a like a kind of zip. So you have this platform here, like this product here, digital marketing. When we have this digital marketing thing here, I can just deploy it somewhere. If you want to give it to the developers, you can give it to the developers because this is a fully fledged working app which can be like built further if you want to just go with some other the developer team or some other platform or even Xbesh if you want to just download it, I mean import it later. So I will show you how to sync the files. Let's say if we have some local files in the folder in somewhere in our computer, we can sync it. So it will actually upload all the files from your computer and it will sync. Let's say if I want to show you one small like kind of a demo. So let's say in this project, digital marketing project, and I'm working on this, let's say I have done some changes in the app.jsx. So let's say in this, and I want to change something in the nav bar here, and instead of MD marketing, I want to say MD digital. Okay, let's say I want to do this and saved it. And now when I'm on Xbesh, right now it's MD marketing. If I want to just go to the sync files, I can click on the sync and go to the project and click on select and view files, save changes. So it's syncing right now from your local computer. Once it is synced, you can see the preview and let's refresh it. Okay, it's not, sorry, my bad. It's opposite, like not from the local to like this. It's like reverse, like from your Xbesh to local computer. So whatever we have done here must be rolled back. Like you can have, see, MD marketing here now from digital to marketing. So let's say if you have something here on your local computer, it will actually download everything from Xbesh, whatever you have done some changes. It will move to the Xbesh. Let's do this again. Let's see if I'll just do MD agency here, and if I just save it, and if I click on sync files, see in the project, and if I click on this, it's syncing right now. It's agency here. See, it has been changed. Now, if you want to just make it like marketing again, marketing, and click on sync files, and we come back to the code here. Just wait, it's been syncing. You see, it has been marketing again. So this is how you can sync your code from your Xbesh to your local folders. And if you want to just push it to the GitHub, so click on push to GitHub, and to GitHub you need to connect your GitHub account. So to connect your GitHub account, you can go to the connections from here. Let me just open the connections here. And I just need to add let's say there are two kind of tokens here. Like one is fine grained, one is
just go with the personal one.
Personal token. Click on get your token here. If I'm going to, let's say, log into my account, I can create a demo. GitHub is going to be just for, let's say, 7 days. I want to have my all repos. I'm going to give some permissions, like let's say commit status, content, and user. Sorry, my bad. We have already given the permissions, required scopes like repo, read organization, and read user. So read organization, deployment has status. I think we are already done. Perfect. Nothing is left anymore. Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to click on generate token now. We can click on generate token and we copy this token from here. You see copied. Come back. We can click on connect. And once your GitHub account is connected, it will show you all your repositories here. So all your repos here, see, like this. I've got my account connected and I can see all the stats, like you know, all the repos and everything here. You see, all my repos are here. Okay, so this is how you connect your account. Once your account is connected, you can go back to the project. This is your project here. I'm going to, let me just refresh it once again. Okay, just a moment.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. It's not very complicated. I've seen some comments into the comment section that it looks very complicated for developers. It's because Maddie has it is a developer, so he is a very talented developer, and he tends to talk like one as well. Me, on the other hand, I am not a developer. I mean, I know how to code, but that is not my main job, right? My main job is, other things than coding. But guess what? Even with my knowledge of coding, I never needed to be very technical in building this kind of apps inside Xbesh. Right now, he's actually showing you how you can connect your GitHub and push the code to Git. So Git is a repository where you can, let your code be so it can be accessed from any place on the world, right? It's just, I'm just explaining it in simple terms. And yes, GitHub is a free platform for everybody.
All these platforms are free. Like GitHub is free, Netlify is free, Vercel is free. So let's say if you don't want to push anything on GitHub, forget that. Don't have to bother about it. If you don't just want to make anything live, you can connect your Vercel account, which is free account, right? You can create your Vercel free account and just you can create even 50 projects or maybe 100 projects for free in your Vercel account. There's no problem with that. You just click on Git.
But at some point, it makes sense to pay like $20 per month for hosting your applications, which I'm actually paying for my Vercel. So that's completely acceptable, right? I mean, there's no free hosting online. At some point, if you want to, go with an application and scale it.
Yes. So token is created.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Jack says, I now get a terminal unavailable error. Yes, so do I. Something happened with the last push. Some developer pushed before the session, and we'll have to gonna roll back that one and fix it, and then push it back with the fix. Okay, so just give us a couple of minutes after the webinar. We're gonna be fixing that as well.
Yeah. So let's say you want to now you want to import the code or something from your old project, old folder. We can actually do that from here. I can just download the digital marketing project, which is here now, and this project which I've downloaded is actually uploaded to the server, and we can start by running npm install command or pnpm install. It will actually do it by itself. We don't have to bother about it much. Is being done. Here we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. pnpm run dev, or we can click on start preview also. This is simple. Okay, here we go. Now it is working. So we can actually deploy it to the Vercel now because our Vercel is connected. We click on deploy to Vercel. Okay, let me just check. Okay, I'm on the local host right now. Sorry, my bad. But you see, when you are just running it on Xbesh.AI, you can just click on this deploy to Vercel. It will be deployed to the Vercel from your directly, like Adrian did for his project. So the website is done here, as you can see here. Like if you want to build something else, we can build also. Let's say I just want to build some kind of a affiliate marketing. Yeah.
No. Let's build a game. Let's build a game. I wasn't able to do it on my end due to this issue,
Okay.
but
Just
let's go ahead and
what
build like build me a Tetris game with the graphics of Minecraft.
Okay. So build a Tetris game with the Minecraft. Make it amazing and easy to play. Because now I'm not into too much games actually. Sorry, because I want to play an easy to play
Yeah,
kind of
Matt,
game.
Matty, I don't know exactly what's happening with the console, but I think like this new issue is because the terminal is not loading up.
Yes, I will check it out after just like this
But it was
session.
strange because just half an hour before the webinar, I was playing on it. I was actually literally created a game that I showed to people like 30 minutes before we went live. So that's quite embarrassing for it to happen.
Yeah, but the shit happens, so it's okay. I mean, we will definitely just check it out and fix it quick.
Okay. So hopefully you're going to be pushing that right after this webinar so we can get back in pouring brilliant ideas into, shippable applications and projects. And I've seen a lot of you guys have been interested in how was I able to create this booking system for restaurants for table reservations that gets auto calls, and you can even have like calls that are scheduled like 1 or 2 hours before the time that the guests should arrive. So that's I've seen that you guys are interested. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to prepare for you guys another amazing session. I think we're going to be doing it on Thursday maybe. I think I can get it done by Thursday. So if you guys are interested in watching over my shoulder how I build an app, how I build that app from scratch, like a table booking reservation for various businesses, and link it with AI phone calling systems and build integrated systems that we can directly sell to businesses. Now this workshop is more of a okay, let's build stuff together, but that one is going to be me showing you over my shoulder how I build integrated system with Xbesh, custom applications for various businesses that we can actually sell for money. Okay, so we're going to be getting down deep into the trenches and show you guys how you can sell these applications to real businesses. Not only sell them, but help them in the process, because businesses needs help. Businesses does not know how to do that. So that's why you are in an awesome position by owning Xbesh and another system that I'm going to be introducing you to, and combine AI phone calling with custom build applications. Okay, right, good. So if you guys are excited about that, just give me a yes in the chat room right now. I want to see how many people are going to be joining that one. As you can see on the screen, we got the game going on, and Madhav truly doesn't know how to play Tetris. Look at him fail. Look at that. Marvelous.
I mean, make this game more advanced and more, like kind of visually. This is what I just like visually appealing. It should be, it should look nice.
Tell him. Yeah, just tell him whatever you want. You always talk with the AI like an abstract, like a newbie. So guys, if you think you don't know how to talk with the AI, look at Madhav. Look at Maddie. Look at Maddie, how he gives the prompts like he's not a coder, he's not a developer. Sometimes I even ask him, do you really code? Do you really code there? Because sometimes I feel like I'm taking more responsibility in prompting AI, because I do like to whisper in AI's ear. So it, crafts me exactly what I want from the first, but Maddie has all the faith in it, and he's just like, make it beautiful, make it look good, make it just, make it shiny. And for some reason, for some various reason, it works for him sometimes. If I'm telling it to do that, it doesn't work for me the same. I have to tell him, put glittery over there, just, put some diamonds over here. Let's make it shine. Yeah, so we're having fun together. That's nice. That's nice. I'm checking the chat room, actually, seeing a lot of yeses coming into the chat room. Thank you, guys. I'll make sure I'll prep something very, very special for you guys, where I'm not only going to, show you how to do it, but also teach you how to sell it to other businesses, because I've been in the industry for so long, and I know exactly how these things should be sold to businesses, and that's what we're going to be building up in our next workshop. So hopefully you're going to be joining that one as well. To have it make phone and text, yes, it does both.
See, this time actually it asked for the preview error to fix, right, automatically, because all the preview errors it will catch, and it will actually show and will fix automatically, so you don't have to worry about it. But sometimes when you get the red error, which is the runtime error, like in your project, you just need to ask it to fix for yourself. We got many.
Sebastian is asking. Just one second. So Sebastian asked, like, please, can you cover the error when you click deploy and gets like no active chat found? This is just popped up. This is so new. We're gonna be fixing it and deploy the fix in, today, as in today.
Right now.
Okay, cool. I don't know what happened, because like 30 minutes before the webinar, I was checking all the systems, everything worked, and I was telling them, it's like, cool, it works. Everything is on track.
Maybe someone just push some code from the team. I will just confirm and we'll definitely get it done. Okay. So
okay, make sure it's fixed right after this.
Yeah. So this game is not actually working as it should be. Please check and fix everything in this game. This is the max prompt I could write. Okay, anyways,
so you should say like the logic of the game is not Tetris. Go ahead and fix it. Like I told you guys, like, even from a developer, this is kind of the prompts that it gives to the AI, which, I feel embarrassed even saying that thing to AI. I would like go like, there's a logic problem in the game. We gotta, dig down into it and fix it. Okay, so many questions coming to the chat room, guys. Don't be offended if we missed a couple of them. We'll make sure that yeah, it looked good, but it's not loading right now. So yeah, Chuck said, Adrian, show us how you made that match game for your daughter also, please. Looked good. Yeah, it looked good. It was good. I even invited my daughter to play along. She had great fun with it. But right now I can't load it anymore because something happened with the console, which we're going to be fixing it right after this webinar.
Yeah, so now it is making it more advanced. You see, it has made, like almost 400 lines of code for the game logic. So I think we are good to go after this. Let's see, try the game now. Okay, guys, one more thing. Let's say sometimes,
Matthew, you're right. You're right, Matthew.
Preview opens multiple times. So we have this option here to port. So we should always check this port. When you get this port button here in the right hand side, just beside the URL, just always check this. Like, last port must be the advanced, the latest, fix. So let's say if you got 3 ports, 5172, 5173, 5174, you should always just check the 4, because that is the most advanced version. Okay, like this, we are working on 5174, which is greener, which is active. So now game has started. Let's see how it works.
You just don't know how to play it. You need to use like, space, rotate, up, down, stuff like that. You have the. Anyway,
just trying to just place it, I think. Okay, so I will just say it. All right, after the placement of a block, I think the next block should come, which is not coming right now. We should check the game logic and everything. I think I tried my best this time, Adrian. No, this is a good prompt.
It was a better one, yeah. I can agree with that one. I think we're gonna have to redo this webinar. I don't like how this went down. Although we tried to share kind of the golden tips, like, change the prompts, how to manually run if you're getting stuck in the preview not showing up, like you can run the npm pnpm run dev command, and then you have the ports. If the preview is not showing, maybe you can click on the plug over there and just switch ports. That's another golden tip. One of the other golden tip was like, when things got stuck, you can simply refresh the page. Most of the times you get it unblocked. Sometimes it just happens. So I just refresh the page. It will load all the project again, and then it will work. Sometimes it works for me. Let's see, what else can I give you as some golden tips during this webinar, because I do not like that we had such a huge bug happening right before this webinar and we couldn't cancel it, and neither did we know that it happened until we went live. So I apologize for that. I will be making up for this, and we're going to be rerunning another session during this week where we're going to be building together more applications, because I wanted to be the one building your applications live. So because I wasn't able to do that, we had to switch to the local host. But I promise you guys, like in the next one, we are going to be not running into this same kind of issue, and make sure we're actually building multiple apps during the live session. With that being said, like you can still, it was a good session because we showed you how you can, push to GitHub, connect your GitHub account, deploy on Versal, have your projects live. And do not worry if right now you're seeing an error with the chat messages. It got us by surprise as well during this live training. I wasn't expecting this, but seems like we're running into some bug, which we're going to be, attending right after the webinar. And I promise you, within the next 60 to 90 minutes, we will get this fixed.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah, we apologize for that. I mean, in the past couple of days, even a week, I can say, since we launched, we have been working like tirelessly for 20 hours a day, making sure that we can accommodate the huge number of people that joined. And not only that, but we tried our best to make this as flawless as possible experience. And in that process, some other things may show up, but we are tackling everything, making sure that the project is long-term. You are part of the founding members, which means you got in on a very early discount, very, very early pricing one time. As you can see, if you're running right now back to Xbesh.com, you're going to see that right now it's monthly. Oh, look at that. He fixed it meanwhile.
No, yeah. So we got the game working. I think this is how it plays. I'm not sure about it, but oh, yes.
Yes, this is how you play it. You actually have to complete. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. And
okay.
Boom. It should kind of delete.
It
I don't know, man. You gave it wrong logics to the game. If I've built like 3 Tetris games in Xbesh, and I've never experienced these kind of issues. My Tetris games always worked. It was being fun, and I can even export one of them and show you guys. It's it usually works. So guys, since we are on this call and we're not able to kind of show you the live application rather than the local host one, I'd like to give you something for the trouble of joining. How many of you, let me just ask you this before I do that. This was not meant to go like this webinar, but we have to cut it short because I have to redo this and start over and make sure that the next run will work as intended. But let me ask you this, guys. I mean, there's a lot of people who joined the bundle deal early on, which is amazing because they got everything at the one-time pricing and secured like all of the features, all of the extra credits, everything. And by the way, for the first 7 days, the tokens has not changed in your account because we wanted to make up for our, for our bad start and gave like free tokens for a 7 days period. So none of the tokens that you got has been consumed. Whatever you've been testing, whatever you've been playing with, you haven't spent any of the tokens you've purchased so far. So far it was a complete free ride. Okay. Of course, we're getting into implementing the licenses. So many of you also looking at the license and it's not reflecting the one you purchased. Don't worry, in the database it's the right one set, but we did had one major bug where it didn't really show the licenses in the right way to some people. Okay, so for that reason, you still have the free credits, but we're going to be fixing that licensing, showing up properly in your
It's working.
account.
Now it's deleted. You see?
Ah,
So
there we go. He
last,
fixed it meanwhile.
yeah, last row is deleted now, by the way. But yeah, okay. I think I will put it here. Maybe here. Maybe here. Yes.
Now you can put it on the second row only.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, so
Cool.
working.
So it's working finally. Logic is working on a game. Beautiful, beautiful. Maddie, I wanted to ask people, how many of you got the bundle? If you guys got the bundle, just, type in bundle in the chat room. Just want to see how many of you guys have the bundle. And if you don't have the bundle, okay, just let me know in the chat room. I mean, those of you who, haven't seen the bundle deal, just go ahead and type in bundle discount. Let's say bundle discount for people who doesn't have the bundle. I don't know if everybody who wrote that really had the bundle or not, because I think everybody just wrote bundle over there. But guys, here's the thing. If you got bundle, then you are all set. Okay, you guys have everything you need. You got the best price possible. But now I know there's many people who join in and probably upgraded and would be interested to actually get the bundle deal as well. How many of you would like to upgrade your account to bundle? Because if you connected on this webinar, I wanted to, because it didn't work the way I expected, I want to give you an extra discount, okay, for just signing up and getting your bundle deal secured. Right now, we're selling the bundle for $997, okay, for normal people. But I'm not going to do that for you, because I'm going to keep the price with the price that everybody got the bundle, which was $697. And what I'm going to do is, if you type in coupon right now, I can give you a $199 discount coupon, so you can upgrade your Pro account, your Vanta Premium account, or whatever other account you got with us to the bundle with a $200 coupon. Okay, just type in coupon and my team is going to be replying for those people. But again, the coupon is not for people who already have the bundle deal purchased. Okay, just want to make, just want to be clear about that. It's just for people who purchased the Pro version or upgraded to Pro and still want to upgrade to the bundle deal, which means you're going to unlock every other upgrade. Let me just grab the screen for a moment, Maddie, because I think we're gonna have to redo the workshop.
Yeah, we are going to have more workshops. This is not as I told you initially, this is going to be the first workshop. In this week, we are going to have many workshops like this. Even in our community, we are going to publish the community like by day after tomorrow, most probably. So because tomorrow I just want to work with the tech team and want to fix everything. That's what we have planned so far. Before the webinar, me and Adrian have discussed like what we are going to actually, going to. I mean, we decided to not push the latest updates before the webinar, but I think team must have pushed it already. So
somebody pushed something. Somebody pushed something, and probably they risk getting fired after the webinar, because I was so excited about this one. I wanted to show you so many things. But for now, what I'm gonna do, for the time you took to show up, live with us, and for the patience that you've been showing us during the rough start, I want to offer you all of the upgrades available. So if you purchase like the Pro version, the front end, the Pro Builder, or you upgraded to Black, or you upgraded to Done For You, I want to give you a coupon that allows you to upgrade to the Ultimate Bundle Deal. And the bundle deal actually contains all of the upgrades, including agency rights, commercial rights, reseller rights, Done For You, command centers, the Black Vanta edition. It's going to unlock you like 100 million AI neurons, like the credits, and everything on your account for not even for $697, because you already spent money with us. So I want to, take that into consideration and offer you a coupon. So if you want a coupon, if you have if you have purchased the standard version or upgraded to Pro, or probably pick any of the upgrades, and you still want to upgrade everything else at a deep discount and unlock the Ultimate Bundle Deal, which was sold at $697, I can give you a instant $200 coupon, which brings the price under $500 and unlocks you everything from Xbesh under your account. So just write in coupon over there if you want, and I can go ahead make sure my team is going to share that coupon to you, and you can, you know, upgrade to the bundle at a special price. There we go. Coupon coming in the chat room. Again, guys, this is not for people who already have coupons. This will not work for you. So please do not spend more money if you have the bundle, okay? I do not want you to double spend. That's no reason for you to do that, okay? So I'm not here to sell you more. I'm just here to help people who maybe missed out on the bundle. Well, the people who bought the bundle got the best deal, because if you go now to buy it, it's going to be $997 outside webinars and special partner deals. Okay. So actually, let me just go ahead and give you the page as well. You can upgrade here. There we go on JVZoo bundle over here. So you can just go ahead, scroll down to the bundle, and you go over here. You click on this button, and then you click here and add your coupon code, which is going to be bundle 199. Okay, and that is going to drop the price by $200. All right, so you're getting extra discount for jumping in the you know, upgrading your account to the bundle deal in case you missed it. But I'm not, team. Is people, only people who has access. These people who are in this webinar have probably, you know, got the Vanta edition, so they already spent $200. I can't ask them to spend the same amount for that. Okay, so that's why I'm offering this chance to people who wants to upgrade. You know, it's not something that I urge people who already have the bundle, because it makes no sense to double spend. But people who, you know, purchased like normal funnel and upgraded already spent some money, okay? And since the bundle has been went up in price, I do want them to get a good upgrade deal. But this is only for people who do not have the bundle, okay? Let me just put it in the chat. Ultimate. So please use this link to upgrade your account to Ultimate Bundle Deal. Okay, this is the link. Use coupon code. Okay, bundle. How was it? Bundle 199, right? Yeah, that was it. Okay, and again, I want to reiterate, this is important. This is only for people who want to upgrade their account. Okay, this is not for people who does already have the bundle. Okay, very simple. Doesn't have to be complicated. Ken, please go ahead and make sure you send out this message to everyone who commented coupon, because I'm gonna be preparing. I'm gonna ask Maddie to fix this new bug that showed up, and once we fixed it, we're gonna be rescheduling another session, probably this week as workshop, where I plan to take many ideas from the chat, from the audience, and bring them to life. Now, I know it's embarrassing for the webinar for this huge bug to prevent us from loading the terminal, which is preventing us from basically creating the files that we need. As you can see, it's stuck in here on file, but this is going to be fixed, right, Maddie?
Yes, it's kind of fixed already. I'm just on the code right now. I'm just going to push it in just a few minutes.
Okay, you do that. You do that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, what I'm going to do, I see people also want some coupons for the 2 payment plans. Yeah, I can do that as well, but I will make it, you know, I'll have to make that a whole lot smaller, which means I'm going to make that at $67, so it covers any front-end costs that you may have. So what I'm going to do now is actually add another coupon that you can use for that one. Let's see. which one was it? It's Xbesh, the bundle, the 2 payment plan. I'm going to call this bundle. Actually, you know something? I'm going to give you more than 67. I'm going to give you like $80. Actually, I'm going to give you like $97 as well on that. So it, you know, it matches up with this one as well. So it's going to be like $97 coupon. I'm going to put this to maximum 30 people to use. We're going to start this now. I'm going to be ending this on 31st of May. So it's going to be active, and let's just create it. And for people who want to, you know, purchase the payment plan option, which, you know, we offer that as well down over here, like 2 payment plans, I can lower that by 97 as well. So you can use that coupon. I'm going to put it in the questions in the chat room. Just give me 1 sec. For 2 payment plans, use this code. Okay, bundle 97. It should work. Let me just check it out as well. Make sure I'm giving you guys this option as well. Let's see. And boom, it worked. Cool, beautiful. Great. So guys, if you want to upgrade your account from, you know, Pro, from Vanta, from whatever upgrades you've had, and you want to have it on the ultimate bundle package, because, you know, I'm calling this in because the price after this week is going to be $997 for the bundle. And I literally do not want you to pay that much. I literally want you to have the best possible deal, because you are part of the founding members community, which means you have the rights to get the best deals and the best pricing right from the start, because you are founding members of Xbesh. You're going to be here from us from the beginning until we're going to be, you know, bigger than we are at the current stage. And one more thing, I do not know if you guys have clicked on my previous mails where I've sent you this link. But, you know, because I care a lot about being transparent and, you know, running my businesses with full transparency, I want to give you a link where probably you have, you know, you've either seen it or not, but I've done a personal video to apologize for the rough start and to thank everybody for being, you know, supportive with us from the beginning, as we are working tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure that we are making Xbesh the platform where you can turn your ideas into pure reality. Bob, no, that is not the case, because people who are going to be upgrading, they've already paid a portion. Okay, so they're not going to be refunded for that, but I wanted to give them a discount to make sure that if they want to upgrade to the bundle, they can do so and still get a good deal. Okay, that's why we're doing this. That's why I'm asking you guys, you know, to be to be real about it, because if you wouldn't purchase like bundle from the beginning, you want that, but you already spent like $197 with us on probably the front end and a couple of upgrades, right? So it wouldn't be fair to ask you for extra $697. I hope that's, you know, I hope that makes sense. And this deal is for people who want to upgrade. It's not for people who already got their access. And for those of you who got your access on the bundle deal, I do want to offer you my sincere thank you. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for putting faith in us. And I am sure that in short time after we fix this bug, you're going to be turning your ideas into reality, into shippable products, into products that will probably sell for more than just $697, right? I mean, just look at the product that I did over here with the restaurant reservation system. How many of you think I can go ahead and sell this to local restaurants around the world, not only in my country, but in USA, Australia, UK, anywhere, because restaurants are all over the world. So I can go ahead and simply sell. And this is not the complete system. I've just worked like 3 hours on this right before the webinar because I wanted to demonstrate you the capabilities of combining Xbesh technology and creating custom applications for various businesses that solves various problems. Okay, because if you can solve problems, then you're going to be making money. Okay, and that's what we're going to be talking into the next webinar, where I'm going to teach you not how to use the project, how to use the platform, but rather I'm going to teach you how to build profitable applications, platforms that you can directly sell to businesses worldwide. It doesn't have to be restaurants. It can be any other type of business. I'm sure they need a software to solve one of their problems, and we can just ask Xbesh to create it for us, and we can integrate other system, and we call this business integration systems. Okay, we're not just selling simple applications, simple websites. We're building something that businesses around the world, once they implement it into their workflow, into their day-to-day routines, it will be so disruptive to get rid of it that you can actually charge monthly retainer for this kind of systems. Okay, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that, especially if you're going to be offering AI powered phone calling and answering solutions, which I'm going to teach you during that next session. That is going to be your recurring income system generation. Okay, so in the next webinar, I'm going to teach you how you can build a 6-figure business model, okay, from scratch by using AI powered phone calling and combining it with Xbesh, because Xbesh will allow you to create applications that are so custom made for and tailored for businesses that businesses can't say no. Okay, they're going to be paying my arm or a leg to get a hold of these things. I mean, you've seen it in action. I've already showed you that I can put my details over here, and immediately, once I add the reservation, the agent is automatically calling me, confirming, and I can even add extra features here, like make sure that I can say, like, make sure that the person who reserved is called 1 hour before the reservation to make sure that the table is still reserved. So, and things like advanced things like the ones I've just said. Okay, cool. So let's say I have purchased up done for you command and OTOs. Ahilan, I think like this is the best time to upgrade to bundle using the coupon we've put in the chat room. Again, the bundle link is in the chat room. The coupons are also over there, so you can go ahead and just upgrade your account to the bundle and make sure you are securing all of these things, everything that we have described over here, like all of the upgrades. Even if you just purchased the Pro, or you upgraded to Vanta Edition, Vanta Black, or you probably got the Done For You command pack, or the agency. But if you purchased all of them, obviously it wouldn't make sense for you to purchase the bundle. But if you just got like the first two, it's still a very good deal to upgrade and secure the best deal that others has been securing during the release webinar. We had over 600 people live during those sessions, and there's been a lot of these bundle deals went through the window very, very fast. So what I'm going to be doing now is actually giving you 10 minutes for the Q&A session. And during this Q&A session, those of you who upgraded, let me know in the chat room. I'm upgraded because I want to congratulate you for just making sure you are not missing out on the bundle before the price goes to $997. And yes, many more trainings are set to be released on Xbesh. We were just focusing more on making, yes, if you have the bundle, again, people in the chat room, please, if you have the bundle, do not purchase it the second time using the coupon. It makes no sense to spend another $500. Okay, I do not want you to do that. Okay, this is only for people who probably have the front end or maybe the Pro or one of the upgrades, and it makes sense to upgrade to the bundle. Okay, cool. Yeah, terminal, we do have some issues with the terminal. That happened just before the webinar, which made this live webinar so damn difficult that we have to redo it probably within the next 3 days. Okay, so we're going to be redoing it just because we've been facing this this issue. Maybe Maddie, have you managed to push that? Do you have any updates, any news?
Just pushing it. Just a moment.
Okay, so you're pushing it right. That's why I'm seeing this, because you're pushing it.
Yeah, because it's still being done. It's not done yet.
Okay, okay. I'll wait for it. Okay, cool.
30
Yeah, we
more
apologize for that. As you can see, we are actually working during this webinar behind the scenes to make sure that Xbesh is operational again. So, sorry for, happening this way. This is how live webinars happens. You can't control this kind of things in live webinars. So you just gotta go with the flow. Okay, so we got a question from Rod. Jack, yes, we are here. Somebody asked, oh my God, so many questions coming in the. Do you have to create Versal, Netflix, GitHub, and add? David, if you want to make your project live on Versal, which I recommend for being like the easiest one, yeah, I really would, recommend you connect Versal, GitHub, and Supabase. Supabase is just the database. So if you want to build applications that needs to use databases, then yeah, go ahead and connect your Supabase account as well. If not, there's no need. So none of it are mandatory. Okay, all of them are optional but useful if you want to build fast and put it live very fast. The upgrades, James, the upgrades are already going to be added in your account, so you're going to see them there. Greg, you are right. I mean, the support team is not the most, the most development technical ones, but I promise you, once Maddie is finishing up with all the optimization, he will be the one to jump in and connect with you on a personal level and help you figuring out all the problems, all the issues that you're facing. Okay. I've had this promise from him that he's going to be connecting with people. We're going to build a community. We're going to build not only the support desk, but we're also going to build a community like Maddie explained at the beginning of this webinar, like Framer.io, right? We're going to have a community where all can help each other out. So everybody is going to see, everybody's chats, and we're going to be building a strong community, okay, a strong community around Xbesh, and have more brilliant ideas and brilliant people that has ideas and are more technical, helping others out, figuring out this stuff. So I think, how many of you would like to see this built, like the community where we all can connect and share and help each other out? Let me know in the chat room if you would like to see this, and we're going to be prioritizing this thing and make sure you guys have access to it. There we go. A lot of yes is coming in the chat room. Thank you so much, guys. Cool, cool. Looks like everybody. Matt, I think we need to build a community, like prioritize for this week. Make sure that we are getting the motion running, because not only that, but I do want to start talking about the hackathon. So once we fix this, we're going to be talking about the hackathon, where I'm going to be putting like $1,000 in cash prize for the best idea and for the best application that's being built with Xbesh. And I cannot wait to see all of the submissions that you guys are going to pour in, because I think like everybody who's on this call, I think you guys have brilliant ideas. It's just the execution gap has been keeping you away from putting them into practice. So that's why I do want to see all people who join Xbesh and are part of the founding members join the hackathon, submit their application, build their application. Then don't worry, we still have time. We haven't started the session yet, but when we do, we're going to have like 3 weeks to build it, and then 1 week to announce the winner. Okay, so we still we are still in good terms. The project and the contest haven't even started yet because we wanted to focus on making Xbesh the best optimized possible tool to build these apps before we jump into building like crazy, right? Maddie, do you want to say anything else during this call? Because we're going to be taking a couple of questions and then we're going to be, calling it off and focus on fixing the issue that just
Yes.
popped up.
So yeah. So thank you so much for everybody's looking for community as I can see the chat also. So yes, we will implement the community maybe like within this week for sure by before the Thursday. Yes, and we are going to have in the community, we are going to have like crazy sessions, videos, and your suggestions, your feature requests, your support tickets, your everything like in that community. So it's going to be an easy to like get updates and everything. It's going to be amazing, I'm sure. It's going to be more engaging. Okay, so first of all, this is just a starting of Xbesh, right? We are just like
We're
we have
barely 2 weeks in, not even 2 weeks in.
Yeah. So everybody, like for your thank you for your patience, and we are like as Adrian mentioned, we have been working day and night to get things like more smoother. We got, you won't believe that. I would love to share my screen and to show you that we got 10 million requests last 2 days. 10 million requests, like like hitting our servers. So we are getting so much like traffic already, getting so much request from users. So we are actually working on like making it more smoother and everything. So that's the reason we stopped like our sales and everything, because we want to make everything smoother before going like on monthly subscription or something like that. So yeah,
We already
so your
did.
support.
We are already on monthly subscription, and the reason we are on monthly subscription is because we wanted to offer the founding members the white gloves onboarding that they deserve. Now this is supposed to be the webinar, but I'm sorry that we faced this problem with this pesky bug that happened right before the webinar, which makes me redo the webinar session and make another workshop with you guys and really build your application live. So probably we're not going to share this replay video, but we are going to make an anchor session and do it all over again with you guys on our side. And I'm sure many of you would
Michael is asking about something like Michael, let me tell you, we have not deducted any of your tokens so far. So anything you have tested, it is on the house. Like we are just like not charging for that. And
yes,
like it's almost like after the launch, it's almost like 7-8 days. We have not charged any token. Like all tokens are saved. Whatever you have tested or you built or you did some kind of testing, it's completely like free of cost.
at zero
So
cost. Yeah, zero cost.
yeah,
Because we had this issue at the beginning, and we wanted to reward the early adopters and not make them pay for something that it didn't work from the first, right? So that's why we decided to give it a free of charge, not taking any token from user account until everything is working smoothly, and it's supposed to be after tonight.
So David is asking how many tokens are needed approximately to build. David, that depends on what you're building. If you're just building a small website, let's say just a couple of pages or something like that, it's going to take maximum 70 to 80,000 tokens. And you have, let's say if you're a bundle user, you have 100 million tokens. So you can build so much, like so many apps and websites and 100 million tokens.
100 million tokens. Can you, if you're a bundle or if you're a Vanta Pro, you have 100 million tokens, guys. So there's literally no worry for you to not be able to build something. Yeah, one more thing about please, when you're logging into, this is very important thing that I wanted to share with you guys. When you're logging into Xbesh.AI, make sure you're not doing it from incognito, because look at that, it's kind of based. It's kind of back, but still I see this error, so I'm waiting for the final push.
Yeah. I mean, I will definitely, I don't want to do it on the fly because I want to test it properly, because like once it is done, I will push it. So give me
Okay.
some time for this.
Okay,
I will.
I'll have to let you push because right now it seems like it's in the middle of
Yeah.
pushing or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, let me just share this with you as well. I really want you guys to check this page out because I value your presence and I want to share the good, the bad, and the worst with you guys in full transparency. I'm going to share this link with you guys as well. For those of you who haven't seen the video, I think it's about time you check it out. I've really, literally done it, out of my heart, making sure that everybody, understands the struggle of building things and going from scratch. You're probably going to face some of these things yourselves, but no worries. If you do, we are here for you. We are here to help you and support you through the journey until you launch your dream application and until you get paid the first dollar for the first application built with Xbesh. I mean, I can't wait to get some emails back from you guys saying that I've sold my first application or I've already made money with Xbesh by building this or that. I'm just very, very curious about things that people are going to be building with this and how we're going to be monetizing. Because in the next session, right, we're going to have another workshop, obviously, where we're going to be having Xbesh completely 100% functional and we can show you, we can build together. But in the next session, I'm going to prepare a special session for everybody who's going to join where I'm going to teach you how to build custom apps with integrated business systems that you can sell for monthly recurring. And also, we're going to be talking about AI, phone calling, answering with AI agents that all talks like human being. Because, for those of you who don't know who I am also founder behind Confluent AI, which is an amazing platform that allows you to integrate AI-powered phone calling systems in your workflow, in your customer's workflow, and you can, automatically answer phone, automatically, make phone calls to your leads. So we're going to be talking about that and how you can integrate it with Xbesh, with your Xbesh account, and multiply your revenue and grow your first six-figure per year business model in a recurring business model. So hope you guys are excited about that because I know I am. I'll be working hard behind the scenes over here under the hood to make sure can we get a discount for, of course you're going to be getting something very discounted because you're already members of Xbesh, which I am a partner of as well. So I partner up with Maddie to make sure that we bring Xbesh to as many people as possible. Many of you, may already know me from the past. This is not my first venture, and certainly none of my projects up until today has died. They all been successful SaaS businesses serving thousands of customers and building recurring revenue for over 7 years. So trust me when I say I know how these things are done because I've been doing it for 7 years, and now I think it's time to teach you guys as well how you can get into this business model. And Gabriel says, what about previous Mintware members? If you've been, previously customers of MadHave, I'll also share with you guys, the same love and the same discount. And speaking of love, we got Rafik who said, love Localio. Thank you, man. That was one of my, my closest heart product that I really tapped into the AI space. That was like 4 years ago. We still have it, and it's still running. Look at that. Tone says, I have Liz Gorilla. I no longer have Liz Gorilla. I've literally had to exit from that business, and I had to. I sold Liz Gorilla to a dear friend of mine, and now he's running it. But yes, I've been the founder behind Liz Gorilla as well. Many of you might know me from there. There we go. A lot of this is coming in. Thank you so much, guys, for the constant support and appreciation that you guys have shown me throughout the years. I really appreciate you. Is there anybody who would like to take the mic and say a few words? Let's make it very interactive. If we're here, let's just make it very interactive. Just raise your hand if you want me to enable you for voice, and let's see. Let's take some questions from the public directly, live. I have Liz Gorilla as well, says Robert. There we go. We got David, we got Chuck, we got Daniel. Raised hands. Let me just find how am I finding people who raise their hands? Hold on, let me just Give me 1 sec. I'll figure it out. David. Okay, how do I actually give control to people to talk? Give me control, give remote control to, no, I'm not going to give you remote control. What I'm going to do is actually enable some more things over here. Hold on, let me just go to settings. This GoToWebinar platform is killing me, so hold on. Session, allow mic, allow camera, allow. There we go.
I'm unmuted.
Who's unmuted?
Hi, this is Ganti. Can I talk?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Let's keep it civilized, people. I've enabled microphones for people, which is the first time I do it in the live session. So let's, take questions one by one. So let's keep it polite. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Are you going to use WordPress for developing the websites?
Maddie, if you can answer that question. Some of the question is better if Maddie will reply because he's more technical.
If you want to use the WordPress, first of all, Xbesh actually is to build full stack applications. So if you're just going to build a full stack application or website or web app or anything like that, like browser extension, you can build that. But if you want to build a WordPress plugin, but as it is a full stack app, you won't be able to test the preview of that, but you can actually build it because Xbesh is capable enough to write any kind of code in PHP, in Python, in Java or any language. But we highly recommend to use it as a full stack development only, right?
I understand that. Which database is it going to use?
Any database you can use. So let's say if you want to use MongoDB, if you want to use SQL Server or Supabase or MySQL or Postgres, any database you can connect, which is actually you just have to provide your connection string, and if you are using some Supabase kind of service, you can just provide the API key. It will be connected.
Okay. And can I run the applications, developing the applications on my Windows 11 server?
You can do that, yes.
Okay.
We need to keep it at one question per user because there's many users, there's hundreds of people connected with us, and people are starting to share their camera as well. And I'm really glad to see, faces among everybody. So thank you so much, Gandhi, from joining. I think the next one should be David.
Yeah, I just have two quick questions. I'm not that techie, and so I'm a little concerned because I'm seeing you guys put the prompt in. Then when you build a website or something, you want to make a change. It's almost like you have to know some code to go back in and know how to do that. Is this the right product for me?
Yes, it is, because you do not have to know code, David. The thing is that if you build a website and then you can continue chatting with the Xbesh platform and say, like, I don't like the footer. I do that all the time. So I'm building stuff and then I say, I don't like the header. Can we remove like the navigation links? You just have to describe in plain English what you want to achieve, and Xbesh is going to do it for you because this website that you see over here has been built with Xbesh, right? So it wasn't like perfect from the start. But when I was like, okay, can you actually, add, so it didn't have this part over here, right? So I said, can you add like something above the video where I say like, this is an important personal message from the Xbesh team so that people can actually click on the video and listen to my message. And also there's been mistakes over here. Like one of my virtual assistants informed me that instead of May, I had August over here. And I just went to Xbesh and say, hey, look, can you change May to August? And it did it for me automatically. I didn't have to change anything in code. I just asked it to do it. And then I've just verified if it did it and if everything worked. And then I pushed it to, actually this is pushed to GitHub, and it's also pushed into Versal. People asking if I'm using Versal. I am using Versal. As you can see, many of the projects that I've been building, including hackathons, the demos, the applications I've built with Xbesh, they're all here, all part of the project. Like this is like the access Xbesh.com pre-launch. So if I go over here, it's actually the same website you've probably seen at the beginning of the launch and during this couple of days when I've been emailing you my videos, my personal videos. So yeah, David, to answer your question, yeah, you don't need to be technical to fix stuff on the go.
And so for each project you use, you have to use Versal or something. Because I set up Versal one time before, but it said it's not connected. So do I need to set up Versal or Nectify with each project?
No, it should be only once. Once you set it up in your settings, let me just see if this is fixed. Because okay, so
I set it up on Friday, but it showed not connected on GitHub, on Vercel, and on
just reconnected over here. Sometimes when we push, maybe things got disconnected because we pushed some updates. So we apologize for that. But if that happens, just go ahead and reconnect your GitHub and Versal account. So I'm not using Netlify because Netlify is kind of the same thing with Versal. I prefer Versal. So that's why I only have like these two connected in my plan over here. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And what about Superbase?
What about it?
I was doing something while you guys were live, and it told me that I needed to connect it to Superbase, but I had Nectify and those, but it was directing me to go straight to that one.
Well, if you want to store data in a database, like the easiest way to do so, that's why we have this connection directly with the Superbase, which means you're going to go here, generate a new token, and once you have the token, you're going to allow Xbesh to actually do SQL commands for you as well. So it's going to be running the SQL commands. So you don't even have to be an SQL expert. I mean, I'm not an SQL expert. I couldn't write an SQL command file to save my life, right?
Okay. All right, thank you.
But with this, I'm just connecting my, Superbase, and I allow the AI to run all of these commands for me. Okay, let's move forward and let's take a couple of more questions. I think I only have like 7 more minutes for this call. So I've seen a lot of people connecting with the camera as well. Anybody has any question?
Yes, I have about 2 suggestions instead of questions. In order to ease up things for beginners, do you think it's possible to have in the menu of Xbesh a direct link to tech support, so you just leave what's happening on the go so they could attend to it right away or later? And my second suggestion,
I agree.
Yeah.
Let me answer.
I couldn't agree more. We're going to be adding this. But just like I told you, you already have my support email. So when you're emailing, we do have a support desk here, which I want to show you guys that we are actually handling, and we have the full team helping us out, covering, as you can see, tickets to handle for, which means we're answering to the best of our capability, answering all of the tickets during this. But also, Maddie is going to be more implicated into the more technical ones. We do have some tagged for resolution, but it requires Matt have to go ahead and answer them. Okay, so those are tagged, and they are going to be answered once we finish up optimizing the platform. So the priority was always make it work the best possible way before we jump into small details. But you are right, Fabrice. I give you that. We will put a support link in the menu as well, so people can easily get in touch with us. And also, I have another suggestion on top of yours. Excuse me for taking the lead, but we're going to be adding like the video trainings link here as well.
Yes, because I already suggested that too, because each time we have to access things to go out of the platform and then to go to the link through your email or to look for it, I think that keeps you from being inspired to keep on with your understand. So that was my only concern. And then the bug that you witnessed while before presenting, I had that bug since the beginning. I would never could access my terminal, and then I could not try it. Since I bought it, I've been patient, but I really like the idea.
I apologize for the frustration it did cause.
No, it's no frustration, but because I'm really hopeful of the possibilities of that AI is gonna bring, this is why I'm gonna be patient and to wait for it to work 100%. That was my take. Thank you for everything.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for your take. Anybody else want to put some questions?
Hey, Adrian.
Hello.
Hey, it's Carlos. How you doing? I just want to say thank you, and I know I've been following you for years. Leeds Gorilla was an amazing program and so forth. And I'm working with the new project that you have. I have Confluence, an amazing product. So I'm excited to see what you guys got going on. I did send some things on there for a while. I was freaking out because I wasn't getting any answers. So if you could take care of that for me, make sure that I don't get canceled, I would appreciate it. And I sent you an email. I appreciate it.
Okay, Carlos, I will have to look into that. I'm just, hey guys, I thought like if everybody's sharing their camera, I should be putting that as well. Sorry for the mess behind the scene. That's why I didn't want to put it on. But yeah, thank you so much for the kind words, man. Yeah, we've been building software for quite a while now, and this is oh, there we go. We got Madhav as well. So we're gonna be having a party after all over here. Look at that. More and more people after the founders has shared their faces over here. Hey everyone. Hey. Oh, look at that. This is turning into a massive party. Didn't expect that to happen, but look at that. Everybody's tuning in right now. Oh my God, this is crazy.
It's going to be crashed, I'm telling you.
Yeah, with the software crash right now, we're still going to have a party. Oh, look at that. I barely, this is amazing.
Adrian, this is
Thank you
Jack.
so much.
We need more tutorials, man. Tutorials, because
we have
actually, a programmer.
We have planned to have a community, by Thursday we will have a community live. So you will have all the tutorials, videos, updates, upgrades, updates, everything will be there in the community itself. As I mentioned initially,
we're going to be working on that as well, because as I told you in my video at the beginning, we faced a couple of roadblocks like any other company, which allows a lot of people to join on a short period of time. That's why we decided to close the gates early on and just focus on the founding members who already joined, and make sure we're offering the best possible support. That's why we're in this workshop today. That's why we're doing it live. As you can see, we had some trouble ourselves with the platform, which we're going to be fixing it right before Madhav goes to sleep. I want this to be fully operational. And I bet there's a lot of people who already been playing around with it, because I've seen in the calls, I've seen in the token spend on our end. So I already seen like dozens of brilliant ideas pouring into the system, making this incredible journey. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger. Like we are all vibe coders right now, and we try to bring ideas to life, even if we're not coders. I myself, I'm not a coder. I've said it many times before. I have been spending ridiculously amounts of money with a lot of development companies throughout my journey. As Carlos said, I've been founding Localio, Leeds Gorilla, Confluent.AI. Many of you may heard about that as well, and many others. And I partner up with Matty for Xbesh because I did love his vision. I love his vision that we can do something for just about anyone who doesn't have like coding experience to build just by talking with a system. I found that mesmerizing when he showed me in the first meeting in Dubai, like last winter, and I was mesmerized by it, and I was like, we're gonna bring this to life, and we're gonna be doing it in big ways. And in big ways we did, because it went beyond our expectations, and now we're working like 20 hours a day, making sure that we can deliver fully on our promise. So that's what we intend to do. Any other questions,
I have
guys?
a quick question.
Yes, please, Jack.
Because this is React, are we going to be able to write mobile apps with this?
It's not just React.
Yes.
It's a good point of view, but it's not just React. Maddie can tell you all the details.
So it is full stack. So you can actually use more than 15 frameworks. Like you can use React, you can use Vue, you can use Remix, you can use multiple different kind of frameworks of JavaScript or TypeScript. Somebody suggested a very good suggestion. I mean, I would really appreciate that. David is saying we can have a Discord with the integrated Zoom. I think this is a very good, amazing idea. We can do that. So instead of having community on some other platforms, better to have a community on Discord. I think this is going to be amazing. So this is thank you so much, David, for the suggestion. I think I'm going to build a community on Discord, with the integrated Zoom. This is going to be an amazing and quick into.
Yeah, that was a that would be a good one to help with technical ones. Yeah, there's another question, Jack. Or
I have a question here.
No, that was it. I just said thank you. Then I muted the mic.
Cool. Who was next? Matthew?
No, I'm just here supporting you guys. I can see you having a few teething problems, but supporting you all the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I have a question. Am I live?
Yes, you are.
All right, perfect. So my question is, like, in terms of like scaffolding, right? So like there's like a lot of applications where we build where we need to use like API calls, etc., which you've mentioned before, but it's like, you know, we're trying to build something super robust, and it's like, can this software, can this platform help us build something like super crazy, if that makes sense?
Yes, it can, but it has to be done in iteration, like I always said, right? You can't just, you know, I mean, you can throw it a long prompt. I tend to try that as well. I'm going to ChatGPT and I was like, I want to build this thing. Can you, give me the best instruction prompt for an AI coding tool to build it for me? And then it gives me like a full long detail with stuff that when I'm reading through it, like, I don't need this. This is going to cause problems. This is going to cause problems. So I'm just cutting out of it and just keep the main structure, the main framework, then start from there. And when I have something solid, I was like, okay, this is looking good. Now let's go ahead and build the database section. And now let's go ahead and build this other section of the plan. So it has to be through iterations. And yeah, well, I mean, let's be fully 100% transparent and honest with each other. You're probably not going to be able to build the next Leads Gorilla or the next Colson, because I've spent like $100,000 to $200,000 in development fees to build that thing, because that is with WebSockets, with some very, advanced kind of things linked together. So
yes,
yeah, I wouldn't say you're going to be building the next Amazon, but you can build tools, like simple tools. It doesn't have to be like the next Amazon.
So here's kind of like my dilemma, right? So what I was doing was I was like having ChatGPT create me widgets versus Xbesh, right? And I was saying, ChatGPT, give me a widget, and then I was having Xbesh build me the same widget, and then I was kind of determining which one came out best, right? And so I'm like, what we need is like elevation on Xbesh to where it's like it's different from chat GPT code, right? And it's next level, right? And so that's what I'm testing right now.
That's what we're aiming to do, man. That's why we're working so hard behind the scenes. You can see, like, my eyes are a little bit dark lately because we've been putting like 20 hours a day for the past couple of days just to make sure that we are getting it exactly what it's supposed to be. So hopefully we'll be there within the next couple of days. Like, we are working like crazy. All the team behind the scenes is, putting in all the humanly possible effort, and we're surviving on Coca-Cola and coffee just to make it through the day and make sure we are giving our best to the founding members. So yeah, we're doing our best to surpass anything else on the market.
And just to your point, Adrian, I just want to say, like, you're going back to ChatGPT for codes. What I've been doing is saying, like, I would upload like all the Xbex lingo and shit, and I would say, like, hey, give me a prompt that speaks perfectly to this LLM. Since you're building your own LLM, I mean, I think this is something like, this is a big idea, right? Like, this is unique. Yeah. This is totally different. This is something we can't get anywhere else. And so, like, I'm totally tuned in. I'm focused. And I love what you guys are building, but I'm just like, hey, let's figure out like where the differentiation is, because I think the differentiation is going to be like on how it's elevated from what we could just create for free, right?
I want to offer people simplicity. So I don't want you to go ahead and tell Xbesh what to use. Xbesh has to know what tech stack to use depending. So if you're building a blog, probably is going to go with Astro framework. I'm talking a little bit technical because there are different, coding languages frameworks that we can build on. Like, somebody mentioned React, and then there's Astro, and there are many others like Node.js and everything, and even HTML, CSS, JavaScript, even simple, coding languages like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Sometimes I just tell, just go ahead and use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, nothing else, because I just want to open the page and run everything in page. But for some more complicated things that requires backend servers, we need to use React and Node.js in combination, so we can have a front end and a back end, right? Front end stands from the things you see, and back end stands from the things that runs on the server side, so the things that you don't see, but they have to run, right? So Xbesh kind of knows which of the frameworks to choose on your behalf without you having to mention it. So that means you don't have to be technical. You just need to explain the idea. That's why we're trying to make it so simple that you can just conversate with it, and at the end of the conversation, you'll end up with a fully functional app, like I did with this, restaurant reservation system, which obviously I'll plan to finish it up and sell it to local restaurants and, offer them AI-powered phone calling reservation. This is going to reduce their no-shows. So things like that. So somebody said, like, can we build like more advanced things? Yes, you can. I mean, you can use API codes. Look, I'm using a webhook from another application, and I can show you that it's here because I've generated a new agent over here, and then I've just took my webhook and I asked Xbesh, can you build me this reservation system that allows me to put a webhook in the settings that's going to be called, and all the data that we're adding as a new reservation is going to be sent to that webhook. And that's exactly how it happens. If I'm going here and I show you like this one, you can see like the name, the phone number, the date, the notes, the reservation ID, and I think I added some more at the end of it. I don't even know. Let's see. No, I didn't. But I can add like more data sets that I want to make sure that, and when somebody is making a reservation here, the agent that I'm sending this reservation data to already knows everything about the reservation. So it knows how many people are going to be there. It knows that it's going to be at 20 of May at 11 p.m. It knows that everybody on that party are vegan. So it's going to be very, very tailored to that conversation. But this is a talk for another day. Let's just take a couple of more questions because we've been here for 2 hours with the software not working. So
one question, Adrian, because I've been trying to ask you a question for a little while and I haven't been pushing. But I had a question.
There we go.
I have somebody that was really interested in this, and I told him just to grab it. But he was saying, well, can't we just do the same thing in N8N and some of these other tools, that built flows and all this other stuff? So I don't know how to answer that question. But also, I was thinking myself, is there a possibility that if we do build something on N8N or any of these other tools, can we push them into this? Or you don't see that that's necessary to do that if we're building already on another tool?
That's a very interesting question. This is a very interesting question. The reason I find it very interesting question is because I'm a huge fan of N8N. I have a lot of automations happening here as well. Right? So what I usually want to, and this is going to be part of another workshop because I want to dedicate a full section about integrating N8N automation with Xbesh because I find it the match made in heaven. I mean, if you want to create workflows in N8N and automate it with Xbesh, that can be done. And it can be done bi-directional. Let's say I want to make an automation in N8N to do something, right? And then I want to send that data into Xbesh. I think that's possible. Maddie, is that possible?
Yes, it is possible. Yeah, sure. I think you have already done this, right?
Because what I know it's possible for sure is I've done some things. I've done some webinar automations with Xbesh, and then I've used like one N8N webhook. Like let's say for example, let's do this. Unfortunately we can't do because the fix is not being pushed yet. We need to let Matt have fix it and push it. But if I want, right? If I want, let's say the meeting from Convertlead, I'm taking this, right? And on this automation, this is an interesting use case, and we're going to be talking it in one of our other workshops. But what I can do, is just, just delete this entry point. I can do this. Yeah, delete this one, and just have like a webhook. Webhook endpoint. Back to Canvas. Where is the webhook? There we go. So I can link this, and let's say every time a reservation happens in my application over here, right? Now the reason I can't, modify right now because it's not working, but I can have like another field, or I don't even know if this is going to be sent out, but we can try with comma over here and just put this webhook, test webhook. Let's say listen to, oh my God, so hold on. Just going to copy this. I'm going to listen to this test event. I'm going to go ahead here in my application. I'm not sure this is going to work, but we're going to be giving it a try. Let's just put it over here and let's just give it another call and see if anything pops in the AI call. Okay. Let's see over here. Yeah, I didn't, but because it was not, it was not intended to work that way. But if I want, I can simply have a webhook from NA10 and send leads from our applications from within Xbesh. Where is my application? Over here. And send them to NA10. And from there, I can basically do whatever I want with the data. I can put it in a Google Sheet. I can add it to my ConvertKit email, which is the autoresponder email we use to contact you guys, and so on and so forth. So you can do so many things if you're combining Xbesh with NA10. You wouldn't even imagine. I don't even know where to start from, but there's a lot of things that you can do.
Yeah, I've just been geeking out on this thing on hours and hours, and this thing is like amazing. And then when I bought it, because I just jumped on it because I know you and I followed you for years, and I was like,
thank
shit,
you so much.
This is going to be amazing. I'm already working with the N8N and all these other tools that connecting Make and all this other stuff, and it just gets, some people on here are probably thinking like, what the hell is this guy talking about? But anyway, I geek on this stuff, and I was like, I wonder if I could use Xbesh, already draw everything up on N8N, do my whole entire flow, and then send it over there, make me a page for this. Make me a lander page. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. But I still have to figure out how to do the connections in the back end.
You're not here?
I don't think you need to do connections. I think you can just export it as download. You can download it or something to get the JSON file, and then just tell Xbesh like, hey, I have this N8N automation JSON file. Maybe you can build this application end to end. So give it a try.
I will. I'll keep you posted.
Hey, you guys, you guys force newbies. What you guys are sharing right now, I need a community, because I'm telling you, I'm not techie. So when you guys get to talking that, I'm like, it's way outside of my pay grade. And so I can't wait for the community to come.
Okay, so the reason we're talking about this because not everybody is at the beginner level. Some of the members are a little bit more advanced, and some of them are even coders. So we need to talk about even with the beginners, with the intermediate ones, and then with the more advanced users, because this talks for everybody. I think Dominic has some questions, and
I just want to come back to the offer you had, the upgrade. I have Vanta.
Guys, just 1 second. The ones who are talking on the microphone, can you please shut it down so we can hear Dominic? Thank you so much. I think I'll have to mute someone.
Hey, the drinking soda lady, can you please mute?
Somebody's having. I just want to come back to the upgrade that you proposed tonight. I have.
You gonna eat one now?
Someone has a hot mic.
This one is for me.
Okay, somebody has kids over there, and I can't. It just broke. The lady with the kids, can you please turn off the microphone, or I'll have to shut every microphone down. There's hundreds of people. I can't really understand who's talking. So please turn off the microphone for a bit so we can understand the question. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to come back to the upgrade that you proposed. I have Black Vanta. What can I upgrade to, and where do I find this now?
I mean, if you have Black Vanta, it means you already spent for front end and the OTO1 upgrade. I've shared. You can find the link in the chat room right now, and I've even give a special discount coupon precisely for people like you who already purchased and upgraded and might want to unlock all the other upgrades that are available. Again, the upgrades that are available, are included in the bundle is even the reseller license, which alone stands at $497. The agency license, the done for you. So all of these are going to be unlocked extra. So if you have this and this and you want to upgrade, it would make sense to upgrade to bundle now and save a whole lot of money by not upgrading individually. Okay, so again, this is like this is valid for everybody else who wants to upgrade to the bundle package during this call. I'm going to allow this bundle coupon to go until the end of the week. So if you guys want to just upgrade your license, this is the best way to do it. Link is in the chat. We've shared it there.
It's Xbesh.com to use the bundle, I think.
Yeah.
Can I ask something, please? I've been trying to ask something for a while. Okay,
yes, please.
I've bought this software. I've had a look at it, and it's got some impressive potential. However, I just feel there's simple things that are not said. I think maybe it's because you're deliberating whether it's people that are not coders, and you're trying to cater to them, and you're trying to keep it simple as possible. Can I just ask one thing? The software, does it keep data on your local browser on the client side and our side? Because what I noticed is a couple of things. When I go into the settings, sometimes I've got a program running and I go into there to look at something, change something, I come back, my program's gone. And I'm thinking to myself, hold on a minute. The only way I found to get it back was to ask the AI, could you repeat what we were working on? And it does it. But of course, that must burn tokens, which I want to avoid. So it should save it. It should be easy to save it. And the other thing is you've got Xbesh icon on the top left. When you click on there, when you do your program, for me, it loses everything that's on the screen and it doesn't get it back. And again, you have to ask it to
Are you using Xbesh in incognito by any chance?
No, I'm not. I've tried it on different browsers. Now, I thought that Xbesh would, because it's got a profile section, hasn't it, in there? And I thought whatever you do, that's the whole point of the profile section, it keeps the data in it. So you can go from browser to browser, hopefully. That's what normally happens. But I found that's not the case. I can have 3 different browsers and they're all in different states. And
yeah, unfortunately, it hasn't been saved to the database. That's why some people are still seeing like the subscription over here, not reflecting exactly what they purchased. But I can assure you that in the database, it's stored in the right way. But it's just
I missed something. Is there a way to quickly get back my program rather than ask it to rebuild it again every time if it disappears from the screen?
The way I advise everybody to do it is, storing a lot of code in our database is going to cause it to work even slower. So indeed, as per my understanding from Madhav, we are saving them for now in the browser memory, right? So if you're using the same browser, most of the times I see all my projects over here. Right now I see that some of them are not showing up, but
so that means there's another warning. People that've got something like Clean My PC and things like that, if you're building something for a client or something and you use that software, it will wipe out a lot of the time what your browser data.
We will give you an option before the end of this week, so you can actually sync your all projects to the database. So we have already working on this. It is still in testing. So once you will have this option, you will be able to save it, and you will be able to sync with the, like
let
the
me
way
be
you
clear.
are
This is
right now.
Let me be clear. This is not a moan. I like the software. Yeah, I'm just trying to help you guys. Yeah.
you're right.
From what I'm seeing, because I'm an early adopter, so I'm trying to help you guys. So I think it's got real potential. And the other thing is sometimes the AI hangs, and there's no reason for it to hang. You ask it to do something, it says, I'm going to do it, and it starts doing it, and it just sits there. And then when you prompt it, you say something like, hurry up. They'll go, oh, yeah, sorry, let me, and it goes on, and it starts doing it. You see what I mean?
Clement, sometimes it works better when you swear it, when you swear at it. That's what I do.
Yeah, which is weird, but it's not that it's fault. It's just I don't know if it's prioritizing something over another. I don't know what it's doing, but it's definitely stopped working on my project, and I can leave it for 10 minutes. I tried leaving it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then I come back and it starts all immediately because it for some reason it's hung. It wasn't like doing anything in particular. But there is that sort of thing that needs. And you mentioned earlier on you're going to fix this. I think. I kept getting terminal issue, and then it gives you some other. I can't remember what the other issue it says on there in the block. It says something about LLM can't be not working or something at the moment.
Yeah. We're working on it to improve it, and hopefully by tomorrow everything is going to be back to normal.
When you get this error and LLM is like some network issues, so don't worry about that, because that comes when the whole connection with LLM is not being made. So when you're using ChatGPT, sometimes it is when you enter the prompt, it doesn't work. Then you re-prompt it and it works. So there's a similar way, like sometimes if the request is not being completed, you're getting that error. So that is not the permanent error. You can retry your prompt and it will work. So if you're getting some kind of notification that the connection issues with the LLM, it's not the problem. It's temporary. Like you can just
Thank you.
And one more thing that Clement, say it. I wanted to explain something that because you raised an important question about the project disappearing from the left. One way to make sure that doesn't happen and you don't lose your code is to push to GitHub. That's why I advise people to go ahead, connect your GitHub and push your code over there. Because if something happens, you can always download your code and just go here and import your project again.
I think I'm confusing the issue here. It doesn't lose the code. It just doesn't show. So the only way to get it back is to rebuild. If you do it from GitHub, you still have to rebuild it. And every time you build it, it does processing, which it's your tokens.
We will make it more. No. When you're just importing the code from the local folder or GitHub.
No. When you rebuild it, the only way I'm found to get your code back on the screen is to tell the AI, please, like redo the last code that we've done, so it comes up.
But when you're just building, when you're just importing the code again, I'll tell you one thing. AI needs to create a context for that particular project every time. So when you are just going to work with the AI, if it has no context of the project files, it won't be able to help you to build further updates. It will start creating everything from scratch. So every time when you're importing some file, some code, it has to create a.
So that means both ways. It's going to have to rebuild.
Exactly. Yes. It will be like because this is how it is going to be.
And for everybody that doesn't understand, for everybody that doesn't understand what context is referring to, is actually. So you're building, right? So you get a stack of code happening, right? And you ask AI, I want to change the color of the background. For it to know, it has to know all the code that's been written up until here, right? So that's the full context. So it's building like 8K tokens per 8K tokens in batches, right? But it also uses the full context, so it knows exactly what it's working on. Okay, so the code makes sense for everybody.
Gentlemen, may I just throw something out there real quick?
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is maybe we should have a masterclass on deployment, right? So one of the issues I'm having is let's say we deploy to Vercel or Netify or whatever the other export options or deployment options are. Let's have a masterclass on deployment to where it's how can we have our app at our own domain? Right. So I think that's one of the key missing pieces that I think we all need to learn for beginners like myself. In plain language is how do we get it to xyz.com? Our brand new app that we created at Xbesh, how do we get that to xyz.com?
I can show you early on. I think is everybody interested? Just rise the thumbs up if you guys are interested in this. Oh, there we go. There we go. Cool. So that was a really good question. Thank you so much for putting it out there. There we go. A lot of thumbs up coming in the chat room as well. So here's the thing, guys. The way to do it, the easiest way and the most solid way I found it, and how I like doing it, is, you know, after I code. Now, for now, I can't, you know, see what's happening because of the pesky terminal error. Hopefully, it's going to get fixed.
Some kind of API, you know, like backend API is server is down or something. I will just check it after this webinar.
Yes, please do so. This is like a blocking defect, and I do not like to have this on our software. Yeah. Okay, so the way I like to do it is just after I code it and I see like I like the preview, I immediately push it to GitHub. Okay, so then I'll have all my code. Firstly, I'll have all my code in GitHub. Let's see. Like we have codes here. I have like a lot of repositories. Look at that. All of these repos has been built mainly with Xbesh. So right now, let's say, for example, that I have the Access pre-launch, right, which is the page that I used for pre-launching and, you know, sharing things, sharing trainings with you, sharing my videos. I've used it, I've built it, and I'm always, you know, pushing it to Git, okay? And if I want, I can just go ahead and clone this to my local computer. I can download the zip. I can do it in many ways to access all of the code, okay? And I'll probably do an in-depth video on how to get code from GitHub. Although the YouTube is full of this stuff, if you want, you can learn. But once I have it on GitHub, right, I connect my GitHub account with Versal. Okay, on Versal, if you go to account settings, authentication, and as you can see, I have, you know, logged in with GitHub automatically, so I can, you know, authenticate or connect other platforms over here. Now, once I have my account connected, I can go to my domains. As you can see, I have like Xbesh, and then I have like a couple of more, even Confluent, I think I have, Creativio, and I can, you know, add, right? Hold on. Let's go back to
the projects.
To the project. Yeah. So let's say I want to put this on one domain, right? So again, if you want to bring a project to Versal, you can just create add new project, right? And here it's gonna, you know, it's gonna show you all the repositories in GitHub. So if you push your code to Git, you're gonna see it over here, and it's just one click. You can just click like one. Let's say, you know, for the sake of this, you know, demo, I'll just bring a new project. I'm gonna call this Adrian's top AI tools. Okay, I've spelled it like I did in a minute. AI, just to make things easier. I'm gonna deploy it, and as you can see, Versal is very nice because it knows the framework that the code is written in, so you don't have to worry about selecting any framework presets and everything. It's gonna auto detect it. Okay, it's gonna build it for you. It's gonna do all the techie stuff behind the scenes, and bam, congratulations, we've just deployed one of my projects from GitHub, which was created in Xbesh for the pre-launch webinar. And now, if I want to put this on my custom domain, I can go here and add a domain. I can say I want to put this on Xbesh.
I think this is the wrong domain, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong domain. Xbesh. Actually, you know something? I want to put it in AI tools. Let's say we're going to be building this portal. Actually, this is not a bad idea. Look at this, guys. We're going to be building this portal for the AI tools that's been built with Xbesh by our community members, and we're going to be featuring them into the platform tools, right? So I'm going to be building this right now in front of you. So I'm going to be putting aitools.xbesh.com. Okay, I want to add this.
Fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Thank you. But I've put a comma instead of. Actually, it's not a bad idea. I love it, and I'm going to be building it here. Okay, so I'm going to be putting the production. I'm going to just hit save. Okay, and now you can either continue automatically if you're using tools like how is that called? Cloudflare. If you're using Cloudflare for domain management, DNS management, you can continue automatically and it will do all the things for you. You don't have to do anything. But for example, I don't have access to the Xbesh.com domain because it's on Matt Hav's account. So if I want to enable this, I'll have to send these DNS records to Maddie so he can, you know, put them on. Can you actually put them right now so we can demonstrate how easy it is? Let me just send this to you on Teams. Just give me 1 sec. There we go. Let's say the name server doesn't matter. Okay.
So I'm just
put those in. Yeah, changing them, put them there. So right now, Maddie behind the scenes is actually taking the CNAME and it's, you know, adding those values into the domain configuration of name servers, whatever you're using, Namecheap, GoDaddy, like Cloudflare, or what we use, Cloudflare, right? Or yeah, for DNS management, and we use Cloudflare for protection and many other reasons.
Yeah, so I've just saved it so far. You can just refresh it now.
I think we still need to do this text verification.
Let me just refresh. Click on refresh. Yeah, let's see. It's going to take a couple of seconds, maybe.
Should be. Are you sure? Maybe you've done the CNAME.
Yes, I said it already. Yeah, here we go. It's done.
It's done?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Configured correctly.
Yeah, open this.
Now, so that was that easy. So we wanted to show this on live. So let me just put it somewhere over here. And boom, we got AI tools, Xbesh.com. And now we already have a directory of tools that are with AI. Obviously, this was built for a demo use case, but what I'm going to do is modify it so that you guys can also submit your tools over here so we can list them and we can have a fair contest of people voting the best tool for the Xbesh.AI hackathon. And I'm very excited about that one. I can't tell you how excited I am about that one because not only that I encourage people to put the money to work for them, which means you haven't invested in this just to, you know, put it on a shelf and collect digital dust. No, I want you to go ahead and put your boots on the ground, build something amazing and win $1,000 in cash prize. And not only that, but, you know, launch it and actually make some more recurring money. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, please. And I think it's going to be the last one we can take because it's already like 2 hours and a half. I apologize if I couldn't take all the questions, but we're going to have like more sessions after this one. So make sure you're watching my emails.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Can you kindly tell us how the tokens are replenished and will they roll over?
On a monthly basis.
Pardon me?
No rollovers.
Okay,
yeah, Maddie, go ahead and answer this question.
So I got this question also like in the chat. I just about to talk about this. Anyway, so there are two things to understand: tokens and context window, right? So some people are confused about what is 200,000, you know, like token context window. What is 5 million tokens? So when you are just having a conversation with in your chat, every conversation, every like output or input is being actually calculated as in tokens. So if I'll just in the layman terms, if I'll explain it to you, every 4 characters or 3 characters are equal to 1 token. Okay, so when let's say if we are going to have, let's say 100 characters of code or input prompt is going to be calculated as, let's say 30 tokens, right? So when you are having a like long conversation, it's more than 200,000 tokens, it will start a new context, and it will actually, you know, like using your token. So token means like number of total number of inputs and outputs you have been generated so far, right? So if we are going to have a long chat, is going to consume more tokens. If you're going to have like smaller chats, it's going to consume less tokens for sure.
It is the chart that it is not the code that it generates.
Both of them, both. Input and output. So
okay.
Input, whatever you're entering in the chat, output, whatever is being generated. So let's say if we are generating like 1,000 lines of code, it means we have generated almost like we have used almost 300 tokens as output tokens. Input token is always cheaper. Output token is always expensive in all the LLMs and everywhere. So when you are just whatever is being generated is going to be more like in tokens. Let's say if we have generated 1,000 of characters, it's going to be more tokens. If we have given the input of 1,000 tokens, it would be less tokens. So it is being calculated automatically accordingly as per the AI.
Okay. If we need API access to ChatGPT, other things, will that
you can
be
do
there?
that. You can just share your API code in the chat and ask it to connect it with the system. So like during
will it burn my tokens?
No, it won't use the tokens. It will consume API tokens, ChatGPT, not yours.
Okay. One last question. What happens when I burn all my tokens, which is not going to happen, but I want to ask.
No, it will happen for sure. For sure. But like we are giving an option by the next week, we will have option to upgrade to add on more tokens. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
Okay, so Arthur is asking in the chat, he didn't use voice. He says, this page is wonderful. Can I reproduce it visually? How do I get these templates? I saw somewhere to be able to mix. Well, I think the first iteration wasn't the best. And then I told him to make it a little bit more sci-fi, cyberpunk. And I got this and I really loved it. And I think it's a great team as well. So I'll be using it. And I'll be working on this one and build you guys a way where you can share your applications. And I can't wait to see the ones you're going to be submitting during the next couple of days and weeks, and when we're going to be starting this hackathon.
I do have a quick question. Are the tokens lifetime tokens, or can we actually run out of 5 million tokens? I mean, how do the tokens work?
So let's say if you have used 5 million tokens every month, you will get to use, and they are not going to like carry forward next month. So the bundle users, they have like 100,000 tokens for a whole year. They can actually spend in a month, or they can spend in a whole year. So if you're a bundle user, you have more control.
100 million tokens per year. You can't go out of it unless you're building the next Amazon, right? Cool, guys. We do need to cut it because the app is down for 2 hours, and I can't.
Cut it. And I have one last question for the hustlers right now. So, like, let's say we upgrade to the bundle package, and we want to launch this to all our friends and family, where we tell all our friends and family, hey, you could build your own SaaS, you can build your own AI, you can build your own application, right? So we're telling our friends and family that, and we upgrade to bundle, and we have these licenses that we're able to use, right? So are we launching these licenses through our own website brand name, or are we launching it through Xbesh?
No, there will be no white labeling for the product, but yeah, you can actually give the access of Xbesh to your like peers or your friends or any customer. But as you know, we are just selling it on monthly subscription now. You can have your own prices, so it's still you have leverage. So let's say if you want to just sell it at the one time price, you can sell it at the one time price also.
Sell it monthly, man. Nobody knows about Xbesh so far. There's just a couple of thousands people who got in early on. So you still have the advantage where you can, charge your mama. Like, you need to pay monthly for this stuff. You need to pay rent for this stuff, right? So yeah, you can do that.
I mean,
just a joke. So don't charge your mama, man. Don't charge your mama.
So when they say, why would I give you $20 a month or $50 a month or $100 a month when I can build it on Lovable for free? What do you say?
But on the Lovable,
you build it for free.
200,000 tokens, and the thing which you are using on Lovable is actually Anthropic. So it is not the customized.
Look, people have been putting us in comparison with them. Like, they're gonna give you credits, on a monthly basis, but then they're not going to give you this much credits. That's one thing. And the second one, I've been using other tools as well. Don't you think I don't know about all the competitors on the market that like are more user friendly? But I
Yeah,
do know the
Replit,
ones.
Lovable, all of them.
I also use Cursor in the backend for many things.
Tailwind, Windsurfer.
But I can tell you that Cursor, although they told me I'm going to be spending like $20 per month, I can show you my bills and you'll see that I've spent like even up to $800 per month at the level I'm working at.
I have 25 licenses because I bought the bundle. When can I give that and invite somebody?
We will have it by end of this week, because normally we just give the reseller licenses after launch done. So the launch is closed already, so we will have it by end of this week. So you'll be able to create your own teams and your own users.
Yeah.
And
we're working hard behind it.
How do I give you access to? I'm not a tech person. I give the 50,000 feet view or 100,000 feet view, and I have a tech partner in a different country. How do I give access to them? Can I share my access with this person?
So you will have a dashboard to create your team. You can enter their email address. You can choose the license access, and you can give them the login ID and password of the product. So they can actually log in like you, but they will have just product access, not the reseller access.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, guys,
Appreciate
I do want to call it short. I know there's many people still having questions, and I would have loved to answer each and every one of them. But tell you what, because we had facing these live issues with the platform right now with the terminal not functional, malfunctioning right now, we're going to be doing another session where we're going to be building apps together, and at the end we're going to have this Q&A session where everybody joins in and have the ability to talk. I've never considered doing this format, but I started to love it because not only that I hear real customers' concerns, real customer questions, I get to connect with you. I get to see each and every one of you face to face, which is amazing. Because now I can, associate names with faces, and whenever I'm going to be interacting, oh, I know, look at that, that's Matthew from last night's webinar. Oh, that's Arthur with a TV going on the back of his screen. And then there's Bob, who's been looking at the camera amazed through all this session. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Bob. You've been laughing through this session. And there's David, who's staying on the phone, not paying attention. There we go.
Hey, thank you. This will keep my 78-year-old brain active.
Definitely, it's never too late to pour in brilliant ideas. Hey, Mark. Anyway, I do want to thank you each and every one of you individually for showing up to this training. Again, I have to apologize for this not working as my plans, but I promise you on the next ones, I'm doing my best to make sure that nobody's pushing any code before we go live, because half an hour before it worked, I was like, oh, finally everything works. I have so many to show, and then when we go live, like what happened with the terminal? What happened? So yeah, this is how this live things go. So again, apologize for that, and thank you so much, guys, for all the patience, and can't wait to see many more ideas from you guys pouring in.
Adrian, if you're using Google Chrome, it is not updating itself. You need to go back and update it, and then things will work.
Probably, but that is not the issue. Trust me, that's not the issue. It's an issue on our behalf. So we're taking blame for that. We're not pointing fingers. We're not pointing fingers at Google. It's on us. We'll fix it.
And when's the follow-up meeting from this, so I can plan for it?
The next one, I'll mail. So guys, if you do me a favor, if you're still here, if you don't want to miss any of my emails, because sometimes that's where I announce the next meeting and the next call and the next workshop, do me a solid and just go to Gmail right now. It just takes a couple of seconds. I'll show you what needs to be done. You go to Gmail, you find my name over here. You can either, just mark it as or add this to a favorite. How do you do this anyway? So the way I like doing it is just, drag this to the primary tab, and it should be done. Yes, I do want to see Adrian in primary. So make sure I'm never missing anything. So if you guys can take like 2 minutes to make sure you're doing this, that way you won't be missing out my communication. Sometimes I've seen issues with my ConvertKit account not properly inboxing people and people missing out on the live calls because they haven't, seen the email. So in order to do that, you can add this email to your contacts list. You can whitelist me on your email. You can drag me to your primary, whatever you feel it fits comfortable to you. Do it. If not, I'm fine with it anyway. But just wanted to mention this before we call it a day. So again, thank you so much for being such an amazing community of Xbesh. And now I'm just looking directly into building the community on Discord and get everybody together so we can either point finger at Xbesh founders for things not working or for helping each other out when we can help Xbesh member, we will. And if other Xbesh members are more technical than others and can answer questions, that would be amazing. I would love to see a cooperation because where people started to cooperate and ideas started to pour in at the same place, that is where magic things, begin to happen. So hopefully we'll manage to do that with each and every one of you and together as a collective vibe coders. Right now, I'm getting you into my vibe coding scene. So hopefully you're gonna enjoy the
And I
journey.
would say if we were going to launch, Adrian, we appreciate everything you're doing. You're amazing. From Leeds Gorilla to Confluent to everything that you're building, we're on board. And I just want to say we appreciate you and we thank you for everything you've done. And if we're going to launch anything, the first thing is deployment. That's one. Deployment, number one. That's definitely a group we need to have. Masterclass deployment on all these different platforms. And in addition to deployment, we need to have that's it.
All right, I'll make sure I'll record some great videos once we fix this pressing matter right now to make it fully operational again. Probably because it's 12, it's midnight on my side already. So probably tomorrow I'll figure it out and put some amazing videos together where I'll show you exactly how you deploy, how you put your name server, how you put your domain name and you connect and you make your application live, as we did right here with the AI powered tools. Where is it right now? I don't remember. I have so many things opened. That's how I work. But yeah, I'll make sure we get it going. There we go. I found it.
Link to the tutorials in the application. That way we can easily.
Obviously, Maddie, do you hear that? Link to tutorials in application. That's a simple one with the next push. Make sure we put them over there so people can find and easy access it. Again, guys, before I let you go, thank you so much for taking the time to connect and sit with us for 3 hours while we, discuss things and the future of the app. Also, for those of you who still want to grab the bundle, I think there's still time. Make sure you open the link. It's in the chat room. So if you click on chat, I'm not sure how you guys are seeing the chat, but the bundle link is there. The discount that I've put together for you guys is there. So if you want to go ahead and grab it, grab it. If you're already a bundle member, then don't grab it. Don't double spend you. Okay. So thank you so much for being from the beginning with us. I just wanted to offer this chance to people who may not have the courage to jump in with the bundle straight out the gate, but after getting to know us, maybe you want to upgrade, and I wanted to give you this discount coupons, so you can do so by going to that link and use the coupons on the chat room. Make sure you're saving the coupons right now. They're going to be available till later today. Make sure you keep your link open so you have it at place if you want to upgrade. If not, thank you so much for joining either way. Even if you're a pro member, if you're a Vanta Black, if you have any other upgrades, if you have the bundle, I appreciate you at the same level. You're still going to participate to the hackathon, so there's no reason for you to not participate to that. So yeah, I'm excited about our next workshop. I think I'm going to be making another one this week, so make sure you watch that email, because that one is going to be how you build custom systems, business systems that you can sell to other businesses and actually, get paid monthly. So that's going to be amazing. We're going to be introducing how you can link it with Confluent, which is my other product, which I'm going to be showing you what that is all about and why it's so powerful and why, I have thousands of customers using it on their enterprise businesses, and how you can, use it on your own or to your customers, or even sell it as an integrated business system in one of the custom apps that we're going to be building together. But enough about that. I don't want to be, spill all the beans before we go live with that one. If you want to show up on that one, I'll mail out later today or tomorrow about that one. Make sure you register to that one as well. It's going to be a packed one. Hopefully many of you will show up. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to show up here. It's been 3 hours already. I appreciate your patience. I apologize for the issues that we've been facing during this webinar. We are working. We're not going to sleep before everything is back in order and working for you guys. So again, this is your good friend, Adrian, and business partner. Yes.
I know we got to go, but can you do a quick tutorial on what all the different things do, the AI, the Pro, the Black Manta, because I can read the short headlines on it, but I don't know how it integrates. Are you able
David,
to on that?
If you want, I can share you the presentation from here, so you can watch it at your own pace. But unfortunately, I can't do that right now. Maybe in the next workshop, I'll put a note and maybe we'll go through all of that. Okay? I really apologize. It's 12 a.m., 12 in midnight for me, so I've been here for 3 hours.
Can you email that link to us?
Yes,
Email
I'll
the
turn
link
it
to the
into
presentation.
I'll turn it into a PDF and I'll make it available and share it with the replay. Okay?
Thank you.
Actually, something, I can share it only with the live people that are here right now. So I can have anyone with the link can view. Okay, copy link. Boom, I'm sharing this. So you guys, if you want to go through it again, you can do so. Okay, so I shared it. Go ahead and grab the link, open it up if you want it before we close it down, okay?
All right.
And again, the link to the bundle is there as well. Make sure you have it if you want to upgrade. If not, completely fine by me. This was not a webinar to sell you anything, guys. I just wanted to make this available for people who haven't got the chance to, get their bundle. But yes, thank you so much for showing up, and, happy coding. After we put this server back online, we're pushing the updates. And after that, happy coding, happy, let that brilliant ideas pour in, and let's see what applications you guys are going to build.
One more thing I just want to add here. I've just created a Discord server already, and I just shared the link with you all, I think all of you. So you guys can join that. I will just, start maintaining it from maybe tomorrow onwards. We'll keep pushing updates on the community, Discord community, so you can get real updates. And everybody is there, so it's going to be very, let's keep it let's make it engaging, and let's keep posting all the experiences or whatever you're building, your experiences in the community itself. So it is going to be helpful for the other users also.
Where is the Discord link?
I just sent you on the chat.
Send it on the chat to everyone. You haven't sent it to everyone. You had sent
I sent it to everyone. We have almost 20 people joined already.
I don't think you had.
I don't see it. Oh, okay.
Share it with me. I want to share it with everybody before I close down the webinar.
I sent it to you also.
In the questions.
It's not there.
It's in the questions.
It's in the questions, but it should be in the chat. Let me just copy this link and join Discord server here. Yeah.
Sorry, I just sent you the chat. Yeah, I just sent you the questions. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Everybody, please go ahead, open all the links from there, because we are going to close this down in the next 2 minutes. Again, bundle link is there. The discount coupon is there. The slides, if you want to go through them, the training webinar that we've put together are there. The Discord server is there, in the chat room, in the questions room. I don't even know where it's going to be showing up, but it's going to be there. Again, guys, want to tell you, how humble I feel for you guys for having the patience and also showing us so much support at the beginning. We intend to do right by each and every one of you. So thank you so much for being part of an amazing community that we're going to be growing together. And you guys are the founding members, which means you have locked in, best deals possible. And also you're going to be the ones reaping the benefits because you've pioneered into a new sphere. And that's why I'm so excited about this, because I've been excited when I created Coldflend. I'll tell you the truth. I've been excited as heck when I thought the AI can talk with me on the phone like a real human being. This is crazy. Nobody believed me when I started 2 years ago, right? Nobody believed it was even possible with the latency and everything. And I was like, I know it's not possible now, but it will be in 3 months and I will be ready for it. And it's the same thing with Xbesh. I know it's not going to make the next Amazon right now, but it will be possible in the next couple of months. So if the AI is advancing, so are we, and so are you. So it's a good thing that you're part of it.
Glad to be here. It was a great presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah, really good. Thank you for answering all the questions. So
I
agree.
I honestly thank you for showing up. I don't think this was the best presentation. I think it was a total disaster of a webinar that could happen, which I managed to turn it into something really cool because we put all the cameras and everybody was, happy about it. And now I'm happy about it. But I promise you the next one is going to be feeling a whole lot better because I'll be the one at the steering wheel and I'm going to be building some amazing applications together. You wouldn't even believe that's possible, but I'll do it for you. So thank you so much for the patience for showing up.
Adrian, this is good. You need to first crawl, walk, and then run. So this is a good beginning. So take it from me. It's a good beginning.
Thank you so much.
I usually like to take the elevator, and I want to take you guys with me. But this time around, we took the stairs. We took the stairs, and we are not afraid walking. We're not afraid of walking up the stairs. Okay. I'm not afraid of admitting when I'm wrong. I already did it by sharing this video with you guys, and I appreciate the amazing response that we've got. And thank you for being patient on the support. We are doing our best. There's thousands of people who joined at the beginning, and that's why we stopped new intakes so that we can afford the time to make sure that everything runs smoothly with our founding members. And then we're going to be opening up the gates for more people. But first and foremost, we're going to make sure that you guys are properly taken care of. So thank you so much for being part of the early adopters of Xbesh.
Excellent 3 hours.
Thanks, Adrian.
Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you, everybody. And I look forward in meeting you on my next one. Thank you, Maddie, for joining. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you for letting a developer push something before the webinar. Make sure that doesn't happen next time around, okay? Somebody's going to get fired.
Thank you, Madhav. Madhav, not Maddie, but Madhav. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madhav. Thank you, Adrian.
Welcome.
Thank you, guys. I'll catch you in my next one. Next one is going to be more engaging. I promise you that. Thank you.
Okay.
Welcome. Welcome.